Okay. Welcome to the program. Good afternoon from here. Okay. Thank God. Welcome to this program. This is a Homeland Radio Biafra presentation. From me, Fearless Ipob Evangelist Mazi Marapchingwachuku. I am from Nnamdi. Nnamdi is in Nnamdi. Nnamdi remains a local government in Ojiriba province, Biafra land. I am a Homeland broadcast under Ipob. We move. There will be no much protocols. You are highly welcome to this very broadcast. I have done this broadcast before this very morning, but the Facebook did not allow it to appear. I have this very broadcast for about 15 or 20 minutes anyway. But do you know, after the broadcast this morning, I couldn't see it because I was broadcasting. I was worried. Nothing. No show of people that I am live. I have to round it up and stop the broadcast. I came back to my page. I was not able to see the broadcast. But now I am here and I can see it on my page live. Your duty is to share it. Our duty is to say the truth. The very chapter or what is it called? Section of Code of Conduct that the Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's family, both his siblings, both lawyers, both criminals, both Simon, the very portion of the Code of Conduct that they use. Let me read it here. They used one section of Ipob Code of Conduct. Like I said, these brokers are Ulo. That is, there will be no much protocols. We just start. Right? They used one section of Ipob Code of Conduct that talks about who should appoint, remove, order, suspend, expel, to commit these crimes against Ipob and Biafra struggle. I am going to bring out these crimes in line. One portion, one particular code of conduct, one section of code of conduct, Kanu is using it. Hey, only to have the power to appoint and to remove. Kanu uses that place. Emmanuel Kanu uses it. Lawyers use it. Anybody can use it. They will use it to call somebody that was suspended and say, only to have the power to suspend. That is sponsoring insubordination in Ipob. If somebody is stubborn, if somebody is not doing it well, and Ipob leadership suspend the person, Kanunta will call you and tell you it's only that can suspend. He will now refer you to one particular section of Code of Conduct, telling you to continue in your evil, telling you to continue in your insubordination. I am touching this place so that people will join, then we go to the topic. Onye nke owo onye ara. Osino, are you with Nnamdi Kanu or what? In Agbara? Are we agitating for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu or we are agitating for Biafra? Are you foolish? Are you new here? Are you mad? Be here and listen to us. We are just starting. We brought sit at home for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. He suspended it and gave it to Simon. You know, here now, are you mad? Are you insane? Mad people. Because you're on Facebook, you are now an agitator. Everybody on Facebook is now an agitator. No wonder what they are gathering now is not Ipob. All they need is, if you are a media, are you a media? Come and join us. Join fourth administration. They don't care. But Ipob have passed that level. We follow through units, zones to get whatever we want. We want a writer, we go through units. We want anybody, anything we need in IPOB, scientists, we need information. You can never hear it on air. We go through IPOB. That is to tell you that they are not in charge of IPOB. Hey, we are in charge. He's in charge. He's like the power to appoint to. As soon as Noji, when he gone outside, enough time. Even me Igambaru with time. Ogafe time, a man at time, Agafe, like you want just do to she relate Jaga. 5 years absence from the service of IPOB in on a detention. Cool, that way, puta. I compare here with a year and the 6 months in on a 2015 to 2017. Ajo echekili at all. The temptation IPOB nwere now enweghị ya mgbe ahụ. Cool down na yuku mgbe ahụ enwekwa ESN. Enwekwa ESN 2015. Nigeria on defense 2015, 2016, 2017. Nigeria was on defense because they attack IPOB peaceful protesters. Then IPOB will video them, take their pictures and post it. Then take it to international community and write to the international community. Then Nigeria was on defense, saying we did not do it. We did not do it. But this time around, Mazi can send Simon. And Simon started committing crime with the name of IPOB and ESN. And we started saying we did not do it. IPOB was on defense for 5 years. In order and I want none taking, none give order. Don't you compare situation? Situation of 2015 to 2017 is not the same now. We were on the striking side 2015, 2016, 2017. This time around we are on the defensive side. You don't be in detention on the side. Or you take be in charge now. Be in charge. Ono can make recruitment. Umundara na use sense. Umundara na use sense. A young 6 months. That is 18 months. From 2015, Nigeria made a mistake. Nigeria made a mistake. Key feel Nija campaign now. They have corrected their mistake. As soon as happen Nnamdi Kanu ya noji. Opota, Komaro ESN. Ipota, Kimariya IPOB the 5 years absence I will bring here now. On defense, IPOB was only on defense. But when he regarded the defense, each and 2015, I'm on defense. Nigeria was on defense. Every time I am in on defense, now see we did not do. We did not do. IPOB in a video behind the boy. This time, we need this Simon back time, put into defense for 5 years. We not na barrier. No use the code of conduct, no way meaning. We are here to destroy every lies. We are here to expose everything. I am not here. Une push gudelia, une wetlebunu wetrongunu. 5 years I will bring him now. 5 years out of service. When I will bring him. Sometimes I will not rock a large, it be a mess refreshment course. At times, no raka. Ibia, it made a large in Aya, be a matter price. A matter price in Guaha. Malota Yashid, Marayana Gaga. 5 years in Hapro line in Guaha. Nnamdi Kanu outside completely off both ESN and everything. 5 years. Onokata no dey decide what you don't know knowledge of. On kabra ki gawe. You no decide on information from lawyer and separate. Today, lebunu wetrongunu. Ono can arrangement. Let us read again now that people have joined. We want to go to the broadcast. Very, very important. Ofu portion. One session of code of conduct. Keji choi mebiani. One code of conduct of Webe who have the power to appoint and to remove. Kanu touch to suspend the IPOB sit at home. DOS plan because Mazi Nnamdi Kanu no munia actually can DOS participate in his case. That is why they make sure that they frustrate DOS so that they will be asking them, what did you achieve for 5 years? Every IPOB leadership plan was attacked and opposed by Mazi Nnamdi Kanu from detention. Every move for his favor was attacked and opposed with the power of code of conduct that gave you power to remove and appoint and to give order. You nullify every power that is bestowed to every office in IPOB. Only you in detention will be in charge. National coordinator have the right to suspend. But Mazi can nullify every suspension. The leadership of IPOB, HOD, suspended, expelled, Mazi nullified all from detention. As in what? That everybody is just here for foolishness. Nobody has power. State has no power. National has no power. Yeah, no detention. The power and the outside. You nullify. Only so I suspend there. Mazi no detention. Nullify here with one particular section of code of conduct. As in what? Saying I am here today, labeling with Romunu. Come and in charge of IPOB. From detention. Even Nigeria corrected all their mistakes. 2015. Ubu the careful. Nigeria may increase their plan. I am a increase. I am update. Even IT is stubborn. IT is stubborn. Everything we do is to challenge Nigeria. If they are coming through Mazi, can we challenge them? Through Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. We don't care. The same way FM surrendered Ojukwu and said, enter this plane or I shoot you and die. I shoot you and shoot myself. Brutality. Are you understanding? Let us read it again. They used one section of IPOB Code of Conduct that talks about, that is why every time they will tell you, go and read Code of Conduct. By then, cannot have stolen money. If you ask about money, go and read the Code of Conduct. They will write something, them and lawyer, bring it and tell DOS to do it. If they argue and say, this is not our will, they say, who have the power to remove? Who have the power to give order? Is it not Nnamdi? He's the supreme leader. When things are wrong, they will be referring you to Code of Conduct. One particular section, they don't care. When they are intimidating us, they will refer you to one. As in Kanu. Only one. They don't care about every section of Code of Conduct. All they care is who will remove, who will appoint, who will suspend, who will expel, who will give order. That's all. That's all. They don't care about our struggle just to defend their crime with one section of Code of Conduct. One section. Kunuja committed crime. And that is why that office was suspended. One section, KG Hans Simon. One section, KG Mako, Engineers Abak Simon. Only who have a power to remove. Who is the supreme? That section. That section, DOS a plan to sit at home for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. The Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will one section of Code of Conduct. Suspend there something on about it. Suspend there. Umunneya Kanu te will that section. May announce. Only apology that particular section of Code of Conduct. I think only do say. Something I plan a man in Nnamdi Kanu sit at home. DOS a plan. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu suspend there when Simon. Ejimake bidonye was a report. When Simon, because some believe that DOS cannot do force. He believed no can take action. Can Nigeria release it? Magahana action cannot release you. That action I'm here earlier. I challenge the House of Rep members and everybody who said that free Nnamdi Kanu so that insecurity will stop. I say you are wrong. Also, the gas school in heaven. You are wrong. How? Anything that will bring peace in our land, Nigeria will not accept it. Every region that have resources, they do not allow them to have peace. Colonial policies. Your land must be under siege. So, if criminality will be going in our land to destroy our land, and the only solution is free Nnamdi Kanu, Nigeria will not allow it. They will hold him. That's what I made to them. Both House of Red members, both to Jinjo Twebe from Abia that are calling for his release so that insecurity will stop. I say all of you are wrong. You are completely wrong. Nigeria cannot listen to anything that will give us peace. Nothing. Instead, they will instigate. So if free Muslim can destroy our land, Nigeria will love it. If people use free Muslim to destroy our land, Nigeria cannot free Muslim. I told them. If they are saying that free Nnamdi will stop violence, I say Nigeria will allow it so that our land will destroy. In short, you are telling them to hold Nnamdi. If you tell them that free him will bring peace in a land that they see as a conquered land or a land to conquer, you want it to have peace. Then that thing that will give them peace, they will hold it tight. Oh, young I feel on a school now. If school, I'm gonna use common sense. I'm here. I'm living here. And Malabeke. And I'm back. Anything go with a peace, nobody. Nigeria will attack it. They always back up things that will bring violence. So if people are violent, Muslim is in detention, Nigeria will keep detaining him so that violence will continue. It is very simple knowledge. Do you understand? This is what I told them. Hana Machari, Maswell Obia, or guy video, Msieni, in a prosecute Nnamdi Kanu, or guy video, Benjoshi, Simon Habara, police station, Oku, Moahiazo, local government. You say, this thing will stop if you free Nnamdi Kanu. Mwen in a sense, no, the too low. And I may over there, your land must be under siege. Hence, you have resources. Number one, then if free Muslim Kanu bring peace, then they will not free him. That's what I told them. Unagas last idea. Separate criminality, separate violence. It has nothing to do with free Nnamdi. If you connect it with free Nnamdi, that means he sent them. These are what we told them. Separate face na government sponsored people. It's not free Nnamdi. It means that he has knowledge of it. We continue. I go to the Madinala. Don't mind frustrated people. Our truth is always here. They cannot confront my argument. Go and check all their program. They cannot pick any of my thing and argue around our bag. I dropped something on the table openly with superior argument. Under critical thinking, I will give you something beyond your expectation. Go to Metuha Hanine. Nobody can come to my video with them me analyze in Abara. What are you going to analyze? People got you got the foolish. The point is very clear. Very, very clear. Now let me read again. Okay, let us continue. Which particular section of Code of Conduct did Mazi Nnamdi Kanu use to suspend sit at home that the DOS organized for him? We campaigned for it. People bought the idea. Apart from that Code of Conduct that said he has the power to give order, to remove, to appoint, to suspend, to expel, what section gave Kanu power to use NECO to suspend the IPOB sit at home? When IPOB leadership was contemplating how they are going to pass the message to our people so that they will not kill them. Now, the leadership of IPOB suffered this attack that they betrayed Mazi Nnamdi, that they collected money and suspended sit at home. Mazi Nnamdi and his lawyer and sibling did not come up and tell the people, no, it was from me. What did Mazi Nnamdi say? He said that DOS wasted time. This is a man in detention who wants you to have knowledge of every plan for his freedom. He counters your plan. Hence, he's not involved in your plan. Somebody in detention wants to be involved in all your plan for his release. He nullifies all your steps outside his knowledge. Very dangerous. You waste your time for him. You plan for him, you are wasting time. Hence, he has no knowledge. He nullifies it. The fact is that the same way Mazi can deny the leadership of IPOB knowledge of his traveling from UK to Ethiopia, from Ethiopia to Kenya, as Ejimako said it, that he purposely did it. The same way, he never want IPOB leadership to participate in his case. All he wants us to be running money for him. Organize fundraising. Run money for me. Send it to Nnamdi. That's all. He never, because every IPOB leadership steps and stance and decision, Mazi can nullify all of them. He went against all of them. He never wanted IPOB leadership under Chikedozen to participate in his case. Prove me wrong. Monday sit at home was established for what? Because DSS denied the siblings and lawyers from visiting Mazi Nnamdi. 3 times. Did the lawyer break the door? No. Did the lawyer shoot the gun? No. Did IPOB leadership shoot the gun? No. Did they break the door? No. What did they do? They now told Nigerian state, if you refuse to allow the siblings and lawyers to see our leader dead or alive, then we will go on Monday sit at home. Now, if you have taken his life, give us his dead body for befitting burial. That's what IPOB said. Not that Mazi Kanu will be free. No, that is starting point to test Nigeria ground. Right? We started for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. He was denied access to visit. We make this thing to happen. Immediately IPOB leadership announced it. The DSS now allowed the sibling and lawyer to visit Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Only announcement. The sit-at-home have not taken place. Only announcement they were able to visit Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. When they visited Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, they went there and blackmailed the sit-at-home because it came from DOS, Chikedozen. They blackmailed the sit-at-home. And the Mazi Nnamdi Kanu agreed with them, with every allegation they gave to the sit-at-home. And Mazi Kanu was there, ordered for the suspension of sit-at-home, that men planned for his own safety. Men planned. He did not, he don't care. He don't care. He discussed IPOB with people with different ideology, discussed with lawyer, discussed with sibling, decide on it without consulting the leadership that reasons the same thing with him, the same ideology. He always keep us aside and decide when after their decision, it comes to the table of IPOB, it becomes useless. And they'll say it's only do say. All their decisions become useless. He discussed with people without knowledge of what you are doing. Because if you take your marriage issue to a bank where they smoke in their hemp, then you have destroyed your family. Because the suggestion that will be coming from people will be completely different. That is to say, every matters have particular people you are supposed to relate it to because they have the same reasoning with you. Not useless person you take your family meeting to, or somebody that is thinking about another thing, you take your marriage issue to, the person will give you an option that will destroy your family. That's why discussing Biafra or IPOB struggle without the person that have the same ideology, they will give you suggestions. Ejimako gave suggestions. He said, I used to give suggestions. That is to say, he suggests for him, not on his case, but an IPOB issue. They suggest for him, they decide IPOB with him. When the message comes to DOS, it becomes useless. And they will reject the message. And they will say it's only do order. That is the error. Middleman is very dangerous. They manipulate. That's why you're in detention. So that middlemen can be used. I have explained this many times. Hane Chendegra school may explain. Ina Anagariana school. Ejime Putowa. Anagariana school. Don't worry. I cannot be keeping you busy. I'll go and get something doing. But I got to tell my shop this morning. Anumpama. You have no comment, and this is a fake page. I've been to my business this morning. Right? I have a special business I do. Only me can do it. You cannot do it. You come to my shop, you book the work. You call me on phone, I tell you the day it will come out. Right? I'm not the same with you. Go and look for what you do. Very mad idiot. I cannot allow dog like you to keep on seeing itself on the mirror and be harassing itself here. You will get out. Anompama. Mad people. You don't know that there are people that is blessed. Because na ịhụrụ na struggle. Ndị nwechara ezigbo aka ọrụ. Mmadụ ga na-ayọ biko si ya na arụ m ọrụ. Mrụcha mmadụ ọrụ ya sị m thank you. Oga, mrụcha gị ọrụ isi m thank you. Agwa gị na kọmputa na arụ ya. Ị ga-anọ m ewere aka nkịtị rụọ ya. Agwa gị na kọmputa m rụọ ya. Oga m aga-arụ nwaanyị ga-arụ na m go work am. Gọọmenti ewetara m ọrụ, local gọọmenti ewetara m ọrụ, steeti ewetara m ọrụ, ndị amị ewetara m ọrụ, DSS na-ewetara m ọrụ. Onye bi ọkọwa onwe ya, that is my business. Mmadụ ịkọwagoduru m onwe ya, mechaa yọm biko, onye isi ndị amị ayọm biko. Ọmakwa nnọọ m nwa dị ya. Yọm biko m wepụrụ ya ego, gwa m ego ole o ji. Help me, ibi ese m ga-achọ m na ara na-agba gị. Go ask. People na yọm biko m start ụfọdụ ọrụ m stọpụrụ. Somebody ebe ọbụla m gara, adị m okay, I am blessed. Ihe mebie m lee ya m agbaghị na ihe m ga-eme ya. Completely. Ibi ebe m na-ekwu okwu because I'm responsible. Ese m ga look for work. Ị na-agba ara. Somebody nwere special work. Look at ndị ara. Ị chere ndị mmadụ na-ahụ m there. People that know me, they're not here. We don't live fake life. Enweta m some chemists m kwụnyechara ego. Ndị mmadụ ahụ dị gị na that area. Ị ga na ọgwụ ma ahụ dị nwa gị. Ara na-agba gị. My mother let me pray here table in the foolish. Imumu boy mo let me go free. Mad idiot. I maintain my office. Now kuka sales girl ugwa come make sure my office is active. Our instruction from leadership. Now our office must be active. Now Biafra land. Come on, I call. We should not abandon our offices. In Ezuzuare. Instead of you to encourage me. Now I was able to. Onye kpọm n'ọrụ m si na-enwe m chance ọrụ m ga-arụ next week mee book 1 month mee richa ego before na-arụ ọrụ ị ga-emere m ebere ị na-akọrọ bi Chineke kpọọ gị ọkụ. Thank you. Thank you. Lenecha onye ndị mmadụ na-achọ ka ọ dị ka ya onye bịa hụ n'ebe m na-arụ ọrụ yosi Chineke anaghị ele m nwa people ebido kelewe Chukwu na talent onye agbagotere enwe m ezigbo talent ana m arụ ọtụtụ ihe I can work anything m lere anya ụkata anụ mpama ibe ebe m na-arụ ọrụ m ikelekwe Chukwu ọga ibe ebe m na-arụ ọrụ na my shop ma ibidokwa ekelewe Chineke na ị nwere ụdị mmadụ dị otu a onye na-arụ ụdị ihe ga ma nọwụ m nwa mmadụ people I don't look for work Chineke kpọọ gị ọkụ. Ichere anyị na-eme hiding here anụ mpama. We continue. Monday sit at home ka he ji suspend there one particular section of code of conduct who have the power to appoint and to remove ọgwụla. They don't care. All they care is who have the power to remove. Now, Kedinyaji Gwa Metusela ye preaches against Christian. Ya jiri makia may free from media warrior. Kedinyahu Kanu tagenyega assurance that if you are suspended by DOS, that is not suspension. It's only Onyendu that have the power to suspend you. So continue what you are doing. Do you understand? Continue what you are doing. That particular code of conduct. They use it to enhance insubordination, enhance sabotage. Because that is what they use to promote Darlington, insubordination. Immediately you are stubborn, and leadership try to control you, you say no. If they suspend you, Kanunta will call you. If they suspend you, he will call you. What will he present to you? One particular section of code of conduct. He will use it to tell you to be stubborn, that they don't have power. If DOS give order, Kanunta will call you and say, go and read code of conduct. Is it on only one session? They don't want you. They don't care about others. All they care is who have the power to give order. Millions of IPOB and offices only the power to give order. Even zonal coordinator will give order and say, now you could shift to Ogai Nonala. No other than a zone here. A record of conduct paralyze there every office in IPOB. A office of who have power to appoint and to remove. And then the press release now sign there with the name of a powerful. One portion, one section of code of conduct. KG May Simon Ogbondribo. One section. A DH Mako. Because DOS I gave me un crime. I gave boom mad. Mazi Kanu is never satisfied with our self-determination approach. He take it as a claim. But we took it as our idea. But Mazi Kanu is claiming self-determination. He cannot maintain it. He believes that his freedom will come through violence. He handed over violence to Simon. He neglected IPOB diplomatic and peaceful approach for his release. He neglected, he countered, he sent his brothers to meet with Shaitanubu against our ideology. Against our ideology. He was only claiming self-determination when he will now back up criminality. And the IPOB maintains self-determination, but the leader refused to maintain it. Every time on it here in Ansobu, now cause complications. Nigerian youth was protesting. One blogger we announced, I am now the leader of Nigerian youth. Implicating us. Implicating us. Because Nigerians call Radio Biafra. Because you are director of Radio Biafra. Because you are leader of IPOB. People are free to call your radio to give their complaint. You have no power to give them order. Outside the IPOB, you started controlling Nigerian youth. And today they jail you with it. You claim to be leader of Nigerian youths and leader of IPOB. Complications. I know it's like the same aka again. The same aka. All the wrong. Ade against Ayakuaka. For him, Kuguyadiria. Ayabozena yuku. Emezla mistake in there. Ayagaza support ya. No tiga in Ansobu. Isim continue kuwaka. Every police station should be brought down in Aba was implicating the whole IPOB members in Aba into problem. That is what we are saying. Don't continue with that. Asim no do say. Unonabara continue with implications by one particular person in the name of leader. Onema implicate. Every time I am on danger. Open a radio, make declaration. Naga may affect. Onona labeke. I need a mabuaya. I need an access. When people are seeing us, they know we committed nothing. But because of your announcement, you have put us in problem. No, but that. Esem kuwakwa di semaka. I work in the yukuche. In a detention. I am talking all day made the mistake again. Chere na yuku. Asimba no yawa gane ne kwata. Other than doing it again. Or remove voice come. Remove age of. Wepu san. Butter. Esquire. Ejimako. Is it not the same thing on the Mekona radio? Is it not the same thing? Continue on mistake with a powerful leader and one particular section of code of conduct. Now cover up on your quote or when you remove one particular section of code of conduct. KG man in here. That is why it's important to suspend that office. That code of conduct, Kakano Taja guy. Code of conduct, Kakano Taja about expelled, the way may be expelled. That code of conduct, Kakano Taja about suspended, see and may be suspended. That code of conduct, Kakano Taja can to all the IPOB, see from no. That code of conduct, Kejima Konje might be leadership attack. That particular section of code of conduct, who should appoint, remove, expel, and give order and suspend. Oya kunu jati la emi in okwa na nga na use kwa ya aya simba wona ebi ya mebie wona mebi ya mebie wona mebi ya mebie e no na radio na London o no oda ga-enye mmadụ hapụ ụlọ ya ndị mmadụ akpọla nwunye ha na ha na struggle ụtụtụ nwekwa ihe na-eme ụtụtụ nwekwa ihe na-eme ya ka o lechara hụ na ya ga-eme ya. Ị na-ekwu self-determination n'ọnụ nkịtị, isi n'azụ support Simon. When IPOB maintain self-determination, na akanta Simon, isi n'azụ na support ya. Ị pụta na radio, na video, na court, isi na everybody that committed crime should not go scot-free. But automatically, isi na ha niile have been forgiven, that you have come to unity. You countered your word in court, say that you are doing unity. There's no more autopilot. Tell DOS to bring autopilot to IPOB. Told Mazi to bring criminal liberation army into ESN and merge them together. They said no, and that is their crime. Then I ask you, you that said that anybody committing crime in your name, on the name of Biafra struggle, are you still standing on it? When you say you have come in unity with the same people, when you say IPOB should accept the same people, you have countered it. That is to say, what you said in court is just to demonstrate, to take the minds of the people. You were insulting Simon. You never believe in DOS, in their diplomacy. You believe in action. Where did the action lead you today? Kedu the action? Mazi can't believe na peaceful. His actions are not peaceful. And one him peaceful. I'm telling you, if not, he will not be where he is today. How? What is holding Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? Unpublished evidences. Who tricked him? Ejimako and his siblings. How? They come to DSS, they give him good report about Simon. I have repeated this and repeated this. When they give him good report about Simon, how he's doing well for his release, and how DOS is attacking Simon, who is fighting for his release, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will say, greet Simon for me. Thank him for me. Tell him to continue. DSS taped that, they dubbed it. That is evidence against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. They only send it to judge. They don't send it to they don't use it in court. Open court. It doesn't happen. They send it to God. If you can ask somebody, but they have it. That's why you don't hear from them anymore. As Northman. Immediately, there are so many things. Both money that the siblings collected from politicians with the name of Nnamdi Kanu. They have the picture, they have the video. The politicians send all this into DSS. Do you understand? They use it as an exhibit. Every of their meeting with politicians, every of their communication, the whole people that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu send the lawyer to go and meet, they have the video and voice notes. They send it to DSS. Now, when Simon also do fundraising, gave it to Ejimako to give Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, Ejimako came to DSS and they reported to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and DSS dubbed it. He called the amount Simon gave, DSS dubbed it. Do you understand? Now, immediately you call for free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, they will be looking at you. You call again, you mean it, they will send it to you. After listening to it, you can never repeat free Nnamdi Kanu again. That is government weapon. They send it to international community that is pushing for free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. They will send it to you. After listening and watching, you will leave free Nnamdi Kanu. You can see how everywhere is quiet. It is we that used to kick free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to convince them. But they said our 5 years campaign is useless because we didn't kill for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Right? So we allow them to do it. We have continued Biafra agitation. If somebody can come up and nullify 5 years effort, no comma, the person is very, very dangerous. No comma. He did not say this one is okay. The whole 5 years is condemned. They ask you, what did you achieve 5 years? Completely. The whole 5 years. When he attacks our actions, he attacks our project, he attacks from detention with one particular section of code of conduct, he will be attacking it. He attacks it at home, suspended it. That is attack. He attacked our lawyer, San Ozokome, removed him. Because he don't want the DOS to be positively active in his case. They believe it will be easy for them. We said no to no trial. They went for trial. That is attacking our stand. He never regarded us. He believed in the action of Simon. He never believed in self-determination as he claimed. If not, he will not say, join people that destroy Ubulin Hejofo. Owerizikal, Omunze, Lilu. What is it called? Isiekenesi. Kechaha, Ihitenansa. Nempi, Umuaka, our mama, Kechaha, Amaruru, Ihel as a whole. No, we not. I have called Orumba, right? Ehiman Bano, Ihitu Boma, and the Titi. What else? Onimo, they shoot at Onimo. Okigwe, coming to Guigwe, you get Okigwe, you get Umulala, you get Ihube, you get Ako, you get Arondi Zog. Mazi Kanu have the mind to tell DOS to make those people ESN. He have the mind also to say these people who was doing fundraising and telling you that their men are going to go after Nigerian army, that DOS should bring them into IPOB, that no more autopilot. It was an attack against 5 years effort. Supremacy attack. Nullifying our stand against evil. Mazi can also say that the same people who from IPOB sympathized with Simon, supported him, financed him, some even gave IPOB money to him, that DOS suspended them, expelled so many of them, that Mazi can said all of them should come back and return to their positions. That is complete neglect of 5 years effort, and that is sabotage, total sabotage. That is crime, criminality. Bringing criminals automatically, just like the same way Fulani herdsmen is free, unpunished, cannot stand trial in Nigeria. The same way autopilot Nnamdi Kanu gave them board of mercy without discussing with anybody. He decided as with one section of code of conduct to say that criminals who destroy our land should now be added and work together with IPOB in unity to go and fight common enemy. Who is common enemy apart from Gento? Apart from Simon? Apart from Emeka Livingstone? Apart from people who born Oburi Ijofo? The people who make Oburi Ijofo to sleep in church? Who is a common enemy? If those people will be forgiven when they are still in action, killing our people, then Gowon should be forgiven and they apologize to, because his own have lasted 50-something years. If we cannot forgive crime of Gowon 50-something years ago, Nnamdi Kanu say he forgives Simon and their gang, a crime that is still going on. They have not even dropped their gun. Then something is wrong. It is not his. That is, he's not deciding on his own. He's not independent in his thought. The government is controlling him completely. That is, after my presentation, I will tell you my stand. Government control Mazi Kanu from what I have presented to you. Imagine Mazi Kanu writing a letter with address of Sokoto prison. Have you seen a convict that have ground? Government was laughing at him that a convicted terrorist is now writing letter. The convict already nullified the letters. You know, when people are claiming, we'll just be watching at them. Okay, a convict automatically, all your posts are nullified. Hence, you are convicted automatically. If your wife is a warder or police, your wife will resign. Immediately you are convicted. If you are marrying a government worker, the government worker will resign. Your wife will resign. But they said that a convicted terrorist is writing letter to commission. I will say, oh, why did he neglected his DOS new? He don't believe in them. He just want to use them in a ceremonial to take power away from IPOB leadership. Go and mark it somewhere. Somebody should write it. It's a post. I have never thought this thing before. Or just be ubua. Come get it there. Why did Mazi Kanu not use his DOS, the fourth DOS, to write letter if he is free, if he's not under condition? Why did he not use his office of DOS, right, to light that letter? Why did he use his office and address of detention. It is completely condemned. I'm telling you, a convict. Do you know Mike Ejaga was a convict in Enugu maximum prison? Do you know Mike Ejaga married a wardress? She must resign before you marry. Now you don't know. Then talk more of convict on terrorists in detention, writing to UN, writing to the... You are dreaming, you are just wasting your time. It doesn't work. It is an invalid letter. Nullified with your statute. By your statute. The statute have nullified your letter. Let them come and argue me. Kamla Haniyi. God say, or that I convict your wife that is a government worker, artist, will resign. It is a compulsory. Must resign. She is also convicted. You don't know? So if you see DOS suspending that position, in Amachari, do you know how many minutes it takes DOS to defend that their leader was unjustly convicted? If they have 20 minutes to discuss, they will use 18 minutes to explain that their leader was unjustly convicted. And if they try to use 2 minutes to present their matter, the meeting have ended. The image, the statue of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is standing as a hindrance. Kanu say, "Where's that statue? Where's that statue? Okay, we new DOS. Fought DOS Sokoto. Where the statue gawa? It is a only can make ceremonial picture and video. Oga, in reality, the statue with a problem. Don't you know Nigeria Maye to change the statue? Mbuna, the only counter against the decision of Nigeria against Nnamdi Kanu is image of IPOB, statue of IPOB that DOS secured. So that if Nigeria try to change the statue of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the statue of IPOB will stand as a counter. I am Barunu, that they can wake in the morning and convict him. But we are securing the image of IPOB as a counter because he cannot be a terrorist when IPOB is not terrorist. He did not command himself to commit terrorism. He might have commanded people. So if IPOB was able to cut off the people that Nigeria want to use from IPOB, then the statue of IPOB can counter anything against Nnamdi Kanu. So therefore, IPOB will go for free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu with the image of IPOB, not with the image of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Hence, he's convicted. You keep the image aside. He will now be referred. That is acknowledging him. It's now acknowledgement. Not you front his image. He's convicted. And when you now talk about talking, imagine. And when you prevent trigger, but as a man with a 4 DOS, under the command of ESN, under the command of say, come and Zuzu Shabapua. Something with experience now. I talking now when the guy resign, you go in our coin. Thank you. Thank you. DOS attack at the image can Yabia here Sam no memo. Now he's no longer working with them. Onye ketronabo. Onye ketronabo. Mwana chokunu daham since so that officially made this year. Maka but madu gauge them mado. Same no money and aroko Biafra. Can whip the mema. Unu made daham nando no tracho. Denia na. Denia. Oh, on a tomo tomo kwambe de chira hama tike to them look at official separation from criminality. E probably bon ha web te memo say na ha lekwe na ha apukwa ala dia. You can wep Ahmad na Biafra agitation. Mpana. Ayana kwa na eme indigenous people of Afaruku. Ha na eme indigenous people of Biafra. Ayana kwa na eme radio Afaruku. Ha na eme radio Biafra. So when you gotta stop wine. We can live in radio Afaruku or indigenous people of Afaruku. Right? But as far as all Biafra, initiated by our fathers, I get were indigenous people of Biafra. As far as Radio Biafra established by Ojukwu, then the first director is Okono Ndem. Oga will use Radio Biafra. If you present Radio Afaruku, I can never join. If you present indigenous people of Afaruku, I will not join. So that is why it is not a private company. None of the two names was established by you. Biafra not by you. Radio Biafra not by you. Therefore, we had it and came because it is our turn. It doesn't seem no onye choro or onye noro. She. You made such a statute. Nigeria pressed your statute, convicted you. You are now their subject. They will decide on your appeal. Appeal court cannot decide on your appeal. It's impossible. Federal government to decide on the appeal. That's why they press to convince you so that they will give you condition for release. We file appeal. Appeal again. The appeal is going from office to office, decision by decisions. A meta decision, they will send it to appeal. Then they will send the convict their own stand. That is condition for his release. Then the convict is now pleading appeal to look into judgment, which the judgment was made by the executives, not by the judge. Therefore, will also be decided by the executive, not by the judge of appeal. But lawyer are saying, well, we are going for appeal unless you meet up with condition. That is why you are convicted, right? No, they cut it off from prisoner of conscience. Immediately they convict you, they cut it off. If it remain with awaiting trial, they say prisoner of conscience. They convicted so that freedom will be by condition. All the reason. Now, what is your counter? Image of IPOB. Who secured it? DOS. Then you came, instead of you to stand and wait, then you cut off the image we secured. The prosecutor mentioned Simon. When the lawyer, Agabi, son Agabi, asked the prosecutor, okay, the witness, which other people is doing this agitation with my client? Right? Now, the witness on mask did not say DOS. It did not say Ma Powerful. It did not say Chike Dozim. It did not even call any Radio Biafra broadcaster. Mazi Chinedu, Mazi Ike Peters, Mazi Aloze, Mazi Nwachineke, Mazi Sochima, right? So many of them broadcasted. Do you know that Nigerian witness, DSS witness, did not refer to any of them as those agitating with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? What did he say? He said, I know only Simon Ekpa on social media. The other man, the son asked him again, so you want to use information you get from social media to convict my client? The witness repeated again, I have said what I know. Simon Ekpa is working with him. Final. Do you know what he was referring to? Evidences on their table, communications, and the report from Ejimako to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in DSS, good work of Simon, recommendation of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to Simon through Ejimako in his reply over Ejimako's good report that Simon is the one doing something for his release. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will say something now. That his reply is what DSS is interested in. If he had been harassing Ejimako and say, don't bring this report to me, DSS will know that they have no SBIT. But Mazi Nnamdi Kanu welcomed the report about Simon activities and he ushered words. Those words stands an SBIT against him. DSS used it and they don't present it in court. They don't present it in court. Don't come on camera. Right? It is the federal government SBIT. They will also send it to appeal court judges. That is their evidence, their SBIT. They send it to UN. Anybody you write to, they send it to them. Implications, a very well planned by Ejimako. Government using to make sure Mazi Nnamdi Kanu usher comments, recommendation comments, thankful comment over Simon activities. right? So anyị secure ya image anyị ma na Nigeria nwere ike ịtụ ya nga anya si oke na ndị lawyer fail gokwa o ka anyị jikwa ike secure ya IPOB image emego m broadcast ya many times. Ada ị na-abata nọrọ ebe a. Emego m broadcast ya many times. Thank you. Na ihe anyị chọrọ ime na anyị secure ya IPOB na ndị a na-eme ka anyị secure ya IPOB na ọ ga-stand as a counter to anything Nigeria decide on Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Because na lawyers fail go emego m broadcast many times before I na before they hotela. See ha na onwe Mazi Nnamdi Kanu ga defend nwe onwe ya eji to go ya then gwo ya aha ka ha guru fela. They change the statue of fela so that people would hate his music before they took him. They must change your statue, the first weapon of government. That's why they rush to prescribe IPOB, to change the statue. If they change the statue, they can deal with you. It is one of the highest weapon of the government, oppressors, changing of statue, so that you become a target. Thank you. Thank you. Share it very wide. No be na ndị mmadụ fụ in truth and na eziokwu a ịma na take ebe mmadụ ji code of conduct suspend their Monday sit at home. Emere for ya nwa. We have the power to give order. I suspend the ya ga were enye Simon. Mechazi after 5 years. Vuchara ya defend the child ha bịa na ajụ anyị. What you achieve for 5 years? Maka anyị egbu mmadụ n'obodo ihe ji ọfọ. Maọbụ n'ebe ọbụla anyị ana na-egbu mmadụ. Achievement unu chọrọ ndị gburu mmadụ. Next one referring to Simon gburu mmadụ. But good image IPOB ji now. Kanu na-achọ ka ọ drag ta. Image I cannot work with him. Ọ bụ the image of convict. Inwa nwa were IPOB ma attach your problem. But DOS na-eche timing. Ọ ya mere Chike dozem ji sị timing. Timing is everything. Timing. Okay, sorry. Timing is very important. Ị na-egiri ihe chere gị. Ihe chere gị, ị ga-akpazi nwa ọnya ha. Ọnya DOS, ị ga-akpazi nwa ọnya ha. Ịmakwa ụdị ọnya ha na-agba. Ọnya ha ji amata ururu. Iche na ọ dị izi ịmata ururu. Ọnya DOS ọnya eji amata ururu. Ururu na-eji aka ya akpazi ọnya. Ọhụ ọnya suspect ọnya akpazi ọnya. But DOS gbaa dị ọnya. Ọkwa ọnya ndidi. Ọwụkwa ị nọ na fa na-agba katapọt nọ n'okpuru nkwụ. Agba nnọnọ nọ n'okpuru nnọ na nkwụ. Ị nọ fa na-agba ya katapọt. Agba isi hey right? Isi chai ọ batara na nku. No, DOS a na-eme ụdị ihe ahụ. Ha ga-enwe ndidi bịa n'okpuru nkwụ ma okpuru osisi. Ọwụ na nnụnụ ga-efe ya fee. Beta ha ga-abịarucha n'okpuru osisi ahụ si n'okpuru gbaa ya. Ọ daa life. Ọwụ ha gbatara m ya na nku. O fepụola. Anaghị eme ya ebe a. So a ga-enwe ndidi. Ị na-amali elu, do it like this, do it like this. Shoot now. Ọ gama ndị agabe n'okpuru osisi. Ebe a ga-agbata ya n'okpuru. Ha nakwaghị agba o. Timing. Timing. Chineke mere ebere. Akwụkwọ go ayi inofe a na-agba ihe enweghị isi. Right? Go ayi ịgba ya. Ka a wụrụ na try repost. Effort ndị mmadụ o megidere were bọọlụ plan gide enye gị ga-cool down ka eme ya otu eji eme ya ịgba ya bịa. As a more of that. Eya shebe apụọ. Ma ya bịa n'okpuru gbaa ya nnụnụ. Anakwa agba o. Na ọ dị na-ewe iwe. Ọ ga-efekwa. Gbaa na ọ ga-efe ị na-egbu oge. Ya wesi your time. Ị ga-enwe ndidi omi na-eso Chike dozem. Ị ga-enwe ezigbo ndidi. Before ha na-enwe ndidi ha block go defense ha. Ha block cha defense. Ha na-elezi gị ka ị na-agbagharị. Ị na-agbagharị. Ịgbarịgide apịa gị. Ị ga-abatarịrị. Ị bịakwa i pretend nwanne onwe ihe mere nwanne ndị mmadụ na-ahụkwala gị na eji toola gị. When they run on IPOB leadership, you can say I got that keep you are wasting your time. There is no error. So it's all man in good when you are in that is your business. You need to be actually not other than a DOS. And give us the power, give us order to make ourselves our own God. And you could good. We have this, we can make our every match and game wrong with each other. You need to check a lot in order. It's all error, gonna Aaron, gonna Mount Sinai. Gonna Valley. So we continue. Facebook should allow people. No. So that is it. Now, they use that particular code of conduct. We have a caller. Let us see if the caller is calling for the program. We have a caller. We have come to you. Are you for the program? Welcome to the program. We are already listening to you.
You're on a program?
Yes, I'm on program. So wait, please.
Okay, I'm watching your husband.
Thank you. Okay. We move. Thank you. Thank you. Do you understand? Ndị niile mebiri obodo ndị mmadụ. Ndị niile join a criminality. DOS expelled them from IPOB to secure image of IPOB that will stand as a counter against any image or statue that Nigeria will give to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Do you know what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu did to us? He nullified all the expelling, nullified all the suspension. It means that, and not just nullifying, he said that those in position and committed that crime, that they should return to their position. That I don't know how to put this thing. That very attitude automatically destroys him. We cannot work with such people. And somebody that makes such decision cannot continue to be running the office of leader, because automatically he have implicated himself and want to implicate the whole organization. It is impossible. How can you see people that the government have their data, people like Gento, the government have their data, and they make up, even their phone calls, government tracks it. They know their communication. Their crimes is in the open in communities. You bring them to your closer because you want to fight common enemy. Then why do you tell Nigerians to counter Buhari, who is using the office of president to promote Fulani herdsmen and Fulanization? Now, if you're against, if you want citizens to counter Buhari, why do you now expect us not to counter you as you are promoting criminality like Buhari? Is it not the same thing? You counter Fulanization and we counter criminalization of our struggle. Is it not the same thing? Mazi Nnamdi countered Fulanization, and we are today countering his criminalization of our struggle from detention under a particular section of code of conduct that give him the power to remove and appoint and suspend and expel. He now use it to impose criminal that desire our communities on us and say it's unity, that there must be IPOB, there must be ESN, and we say no to it. It will not hold. The same way we are today telling Nigerians to counter Tinubu in their Fulani terrorism, the same way we are countering the recruitment of criminals, bringing them into struggle by Mazi Nnamdi Kanu under the particular section of Code of Conduct. The same thing. We say no to criminality. One thing a share for the share. You don't say you forgive them. Return all of them. On where many humans suspend there. Did anybody obey order? He was suspended. People was cautioned not to join criminality. People who disobey DOS under the instruction of Kanu that Onyendu is the person that will decide. Then we have removed them. You return them. You return them to your place, not IPOB. I am not a thief. I cannot work with thief. We continue. You can't argue me. I am the carry argument in the pure. You were gonna chineke olelecha your man no way hokere. Or they happy na hokere. How na use sense or certificate education. When ha na eji ha eme. If you buy na ekwu we dey certificate again as because I na use here. Ha na use common sense. Iche chọrọ iwere certificate gị gawa. Ibe ebe anyị na-ekwu okwu idewe n'akụkụ iwefee n'azụ ka ekwuo ihe asị mmadụ ekere eke. Iwepụta open brain. So I'm frustrated argue with the truth. Ihe ọzọ ga-etu, you are mugu, you are a fool, you are an idiot, you are a slave. Mamara na-emerigo gị. Akpago gị ama m nọ iwu onye akpara n'azụ. Akpa hala mmadụ na bọọlụ ọnọzie n'azụ. Even ụfọdụ anaghị complain na azọrọ ha ụkwụ because akpaala. Even you lewe coach anya ebe ọ dara n'ala na-ele referee anya lewe last man somebody akpara dara n'ala ọ na-elezi referee na last man ka egbulara ya ma egbulara gị ọ sị na egburu pacha argue me ngwa call oya call na ngwa call ka m kpọzire gị nọmba ka ịkpọzie ka anyị hụ sense gị na just opposition that is it. Counter ka anyị chọrọ their call ka m hụzie brain gị ahụ na ka anyị mebe gị na agbatukwala volume ma ụmụ gị nọrọ around right ụmụ m nọ ebe a na-ama na-ekwu okwu +358 466 156 849 counter onye ọbụla na-asụ onwe ya akwụ na comment section ka anyị chọrọ ka ọ kpọọ apart from you nobody should call for now hence ị na-asụ onwe gị akwụ right? Ọ ga-akpọzie kpọzie ka anyị marụta ga-esi na-ekwu English iweta mathematics ma ọ weta physics kpọzie na ka ị mara na kọmentị ọbụla nwere particular post ọ machịrị kpọọ na weta brain gị ahụ na ka ịhụ na ọ ga-agba odd +358 finish number that is Finland 466 156 849 wepụta ihe ahụ ị chere na wepụta ya ka anyị laa gị n'iyi. Thank you. Thank you. Under onye ndu have the power. Onye ndu ndị lawyer gwa gị nye order na ihe ga-eme udo inye order ka ndị gburu ndị Igbo soro na IPOB inye order. Ịmaghị ozugbo inyere leadership order ahụ na inwezi ugwu. Ị nọchara ebe mebiri your position nọ there na be claim you will remove. Why are you going to remove? You have nullified it. As far as you see with a gentle hatin as ESN, you with a autopilot, TNIPOB, automatically in where's that power, in where's that grant to remove and appoint to decide. Automatically, from that period, DOS Adigo concentrated, more concentrated. Man and Sobode. Man and Sobode. Man and Sobode. Na mada aboputago na aracha. Man and Sobode. Such order beragi n'any position in oga by Zibara. Don't obey. Order that will destroy your people, destroy you, so that you will maintain order, just to maintain happiness of one man. Oga counter it. Office open with order against mother. Counter it. Counter it. Call now. Call. Hano chota nege. Call now. Kamla gini. Keman ofu okwu kwuru na edewere m 5. Mụ na gị ji alụ ya. Ofu m kwuru nwere 5 eji dewe. kwuo okwu na ma jụọ gị nke a jụọ gị nke na ọjị ma kọrọ ihe m na-akọ gawa ebe ru 2000 ka a na-edi m ma aga kwuo okwu nkwucha na-ajụ ọga anyị ọ ga-ajụzi ajụjụ ahụ na ajụ mgbe ahụ ọ ga-ajụọ ya onye a ga-akpọta mmadụ na shọp ya gaa chọọ mmadụ kpọta ya si ya bịa na o nwere ga-asa ihe ahụ ọ na ajụ ndị mmadụ ejiri aka ha tie gị mmanwụ thank you ka aṅụgodo mmiri a na-akọwara ndị mmadụ ihe a na-egiri so under ka mme agitation under Mazi Nnamdi Kanu ma arụkọ with gentle so onwe ndị mmagi na si ga-esokwala so under Nnamdi Kanu ọda ga-eso ndị ahụ onye oshi jụrụ ajụ aha ya na ebe niile asị criminal ka o teshi ahụ gị na ya asị na forgiveness before I forgive ha Gowon nke ya adịgo do over 50 something years Gowon need ka forgive hesi ga forgive Gowon anwakwala anwa kpọta onye na-egbu ndị Igbo onye nwere obi na-emekwa ihe ahụ ndị ugwu na-eme anyị ya nwee obi mee ya onye ahụ dị more bad maka ihe Gowon ha na-edefend ụwa Nigeria amam ihe onye nke a na-edefend o ji gbuo onye Igbo kedu ihe na-edefend Gowon ha the right na their own because ha chọrọ one Nigeria ọ gị nwa chọpụtara na a na-emegide gị ị chọọ ịdị free then kezi reason onye Igbo ji gbuo mụ ke reason iji forgive ya mgbe aka nọkwa n'ọgụ ọ bụ ihe Boko Haram mere ndị Nigeria army ka ọ ga-eme you merge them together they kill the main army and take over control with the army the army security now Nigeria is consumed because the number of terrorists in the army is more than the original army. Now, how can you bring the same people who have been looking for ESN to kill? Is it join now with ESN? They will wipe the main ESN so that you have no other option than to have them. And they will swallow us. Their ideology is different. But because nature in Achimad Nile, Nega Hachimunkwa, Ebi Nachimwo Kanu nta na meme, say ha happy Ipob, Henyeziloda, ha happy me when you get attack, ha happy body when you give your Ipob under command and control. Ganya go to Kanu nta command and control. Nye me command and control. Nye me command and control. See mezla when you get attack. Nye Kanu nta nye ogogi woke madman profit. See mezla when you get attack. Nye want that command and control. Nka ugo ezigbo instruction. Mba, but to bad instruction to work with criminal, to agitate with autopilot. It is now order I will obey. It is command and control. Go practice here and then when you get attack. Go practice the command and control. Call now. I'm gonna sense it. Call now. It's another program. You know that na coin. Call now. Campaign again. Call me to sell na say happen now. Pick one point and argue. So go down. What we talk for point now? Call now. Okay, man, now we have go to school. Come, go back out now with the facts. Facts. No, I am our leader. He's the one that have all that to power and to. Calling up, even to make a say record with Indoshi. Ochi gwe ya ga Saul. Saul ya bu ndi obodo ya bia alatazie emecha yoga na Ten Commandment dekwe thou shall not kill. Agwakwa no ya diri Saul ya gbuo obodo gbuo ma ewu ma ọkụkọ. Ihe awa ọda mgbe ochie. Iweta ebe a na ya reject ya. Because he dey land thou shall not kill. I just challenge. You see, no, he has the power. He's the supreme God. Abang no wash. No dey land thou shall not kill already. Okuya ka just challenge you. No dey land thou shall not kill already. No so ni iwu. A lot of the chances them ga gbuo ndị obodo. Ogwe no wash. That is why argument are very plain. Hancha bot Kanu nta hani ne ebe a na-ege. Ma Mazi Nnamdi Kanu onye ọbụla nọ here. Fact nọrọ onwe ya. Clear. So gị nwa ga-abịa agwa m ihe m na-ekwu ka onye a ga-agwanwe ihe a na ya ofuru ya n'isi chọọ ofu onye ị na-ahụ njide ka nke ị gwara ya kwuo maka Chinasa oticha kọntrol ya ha kwuo ya ha okwucha ha ihe ị gwara ya ọ gwụla o nwere ịma atụ ọ ga-ama atụ ọ ga-enye instances ọ ga-enye reference mba ọ ihe kwuru ekwu ederede ha adịghị independence to think Chinasa woru lọlọ Nneka lọlọ Uchechi Barịsa Ifeanyi Ejiofor ọ gwụla ọ ihe edere nye gị ihe a ka ị ga-akọgide tele gbara wepụtagodu kesi Nnamdi Kanu mee analyze kpọrọ m deeti elere anya n'akwụkwọ na m ga-ebido 2015 kpọwara gị deeti gwa gị nke e mere kpọrọ gị aha jọji na-eleghị anya n'akwụkwọ ọbụla gwa gị ya den any attitude mee ya analyze whether by the lawyer whether by the judge whether any approach ọwụghị school I analyze it buja Nigerian move buja ihe niile wụsị ya na tebụl since anyị na-akọzi ya ọ na-akọli ya ka ọ na-anụ ka anyị hụ bren gị Chinasa woru Chike Doshen SDOS ka ọgodunu kesi Nnamdi ka we have moved on na ebe ka ị move on ọkwụnụ ka na-eme explain otu ego shiga ebe ka ị move on we have received a call. The caller, you are welcome to the program. Good afternoon from here. Go ahead. I cannot hear you.
Sorry, I didn't hear you.
Okay.
Good afternoon, Mazi.
Good afternoon, sir. Hi. We are looking for people that will counter us, Mazi. Oh, yeah, go ahead. Go ahead. How about also?
Sorry, the flying monkeys and the brainless and that Kamu now they are not called.
How about also?
Something you are holding in your hand, you don't need a mirror to see it. So they will not call. What they are doing, these people are people who are not IPOB family members. Some of them are fed, some of them are Nigerians coming to put fire, let them fight themselves. But one thing we are fighting for, Mazi, this is why I called.
Yes.
So tell people where IPOB stand there. IPOB stand in non-violent agitation, in non-violent, we want referendum.
Simple.
Referendum. Or negotiated separation from Nigeria. Or if Nigeria implodes, everybody will answer his father's name. But to carry arms and start fighting Britain and Nigeria together as we did in the 1960s, we have done that. We have bled. We have lost millions. If I say 8 million people we have lost since 1960 to date, I'm being conservative. So we will do it another way. We will do our job preparing, sensitizing our people and sensitizing the international community to give us referendum. And while we are doing that, we will be open for negotiated the separation.
Simple.
If Oduduwa, Middle Belt, and the Hausa people want to go because Nigeria is not working for anybody. And there comes a time everybody will decide that it's better to leave Nigeria. Then we will go. Otherwise, we will continue on non-violent agitation until we wear Nigeria down. They will give us referendum. And anybody that is killing a Biafran, be it foreign or domestic, be it Biafran or Igbo, we are not with you. Because our oh my goodness, our objective, what made us to come out for this struggle is to save our people, to offer our people a safe haven called Biafra, and to make them live like normal human beings, enjoy the paradise that God put us in. And we will build it up with our own intelligence. We have people that can build Biafra to be a first-class model in this world. But Nigeria is holding us down. And anybody who is inconveniencing, let alone wounding, let alone killing a Biafran, I'm not with that person. God help me. My brother, why I'm saying this is that Anybody who is listening, we know that we tried. We have tried to maintain everybody, to respect everybody. But if anybody refuses to respect himself or herself, why would you demand respect from me? If you cannot respect yourself, why would you ask for respect? Why would you have? My brother, what you said about telling them, suspended and expelled people to go back to their unit and resume their positions. Do you know what kind of administrative chaos that we create?
That is criminality. That is complete sabotage of the struggle. Complete sabotage. Whoever that does it, complete sabotage.
Yes.
Have an IPOB. It seems Kaimekwa allow such office going to exist. It's impossible. Kaimazi office Hageja act after her largely. Let us see. Go ahead.
Just imagine, I'll give you a little example. Let's say that one financial secretary or treasurer or one national coordinator stole IPOB money or was so gross insubordinate that it cannot fly.
Or those that are pointing hands. Mazi, there are people pointing hand on IPOB members in Biafra land, and they were killed, they were arrested, and those people were suspended, or some was expelled for pointing hand or giving information of our meeting ground. Those people sabotaged our gathering, and they were expelled. Among them can say they should return, having offended our structure, offended us, having sabotaged us. He said they should return. That is pure sabotage. Unacceptable. Unacceptable.
Now, when you say that a principal officer that is suspended or expelled should go back and take his position, what about the crime he committed that made him to be expelled? Then you cover his hand. What will then prevent another person from doing the same thing tomorrow?
No, he don't want it. He want to use Supreme Leader office.
And then I give another example, my brother. This guy in Austria, who they call Melchizedek of Methuselah, I don't know what that's what he was screaming in his private broadcast, kill Christians. And our people, no Christians in Biafra land. And our people said, our leadership said to him, 98%, overwhelming percentage of Biafrans are practicing occultural Christians. How would you want them to help you to restore Biafra when you are telling them you will kill them when Biafra comes? So please stop it. He said, no, nobody will start me. I'm in private, I'm independent. They said, okay, if you cannot tone it down or stop it as we tell you, then you can go out of IPOB and say it on your own capacity. Now this man went out. He was the expert from IPOB. Now he is the first and boss of this Directorate of Sokoto, because that is the form that call it Directorate of Sokoto. Small Director of Sokoto now.
That is it. That is it.
Small O, and then capital S for Sokoto. Why that man expelled? Now has he changed his demeanor that every Christian will be wiped out in Biafra land? Oh no, because they are lying, they are disingenuous, they are deceiving our people, and we cannot in IPOB stand for that. I don't want to go to the financial section because
no, don't go there. Don't go there. Don't go there. We are on criminal issue. Don't go there.
Exactly. So what I'm saying is that I want to tell our people, those who want to restore Biafra, to come back to IPOB, to the Director of State, led by Mazi and his colleague, the HOD, Mazi, we are doing the...
Mazi, let me say something. Let me say something about that. Okay. Now, do you know that about 2 times now, In 2024, January, and 2025, the leadership of IPOB also told IPOB family members who, one way or the other, left the struggle, that they should go back with, there are categories. There are categories. There are things you will commit, you know you don't need to go. Right? But you just left because you were confused or something, or you were suspended because you have some sympathy or something. You go back, then there are, once you should apologize, you do it, you'll be accepted, you will retake oath. Do you know that leadership have given this condition? They even publish memo, official memo, and the message is in the IPOB family that when people welcome, look at category, look at this. These people should go screaming on this. If you are involved in this, please don't come at all. Involved in anything that took the life of our people. Don't ever return closer to IPOB. Or you have pointed hand at people who, for them to be arrested. Don't return. This thing is in IPOB. But Muslim can say everybody should return.
I remember.
That is sabotage. Go ahead.
Yeah, so exactly what you said, because the director have said it's not like they want to chase everybody away and restore Biafra alone. They want people to come back if you have sin is forgivable, or like you're confused, as they said, after they followed the path, and when they knew that the road is leading to nowhere, then the director said you can come back.
Yes.
And some of you will come back and be ordinary family members.
Yes.
Who will not take position until we know who you are and what you believe in again, but you have to retake oath and be a family member. So that is how you bring people back, not people who are unrepentant and who are even trying to destroy the movement. And ask yourself,
you say all of them come back, all of them. It doesn't matter what you do. We cannot work with such people.
No. What I know is that I want just to reiterate that that IPOB is a non-violent movement. We want a referendum, and we want either a referendum or negotiated separation from Nigeria. And that is what we believe in, and that is our ideology, and we must continue. Our people don't grow weary, don't grow tired, don't become angry and withdraw. Become angry and support the director of state led by Mazi, so that we will go and restore Biafra.
Thank you. So if we thank you. So if we go into violence against Nigerians, the same victim like us, where are we going to take their life? Yoruba people are victim. Igbo people are victim. Ijo people are victim. Hausa people, TV people. Everybody is victim of the British creation. So who are we going to take their life? Victims like us? No, we cannot. Talk more of taking the life of our people in our land. As IPOB stands, we can never take the life of Yoruba people. The stand of IPOB, we can never take the life of Northerners. Go and write it. It is our stand for long. They are victim. We are also victim. That is why we make a stand and say we want to go through referendum. Victims like us, we are going after them. No, how can? That's why we say we create ESN as an anti-terrorism vigilante that have boundaries of operation only in the bushes and forests. To make sure our mothers go to farm. To make sure our forests are rid from this Fulani settlement and their menace. Everything we do have legal stand. Everything we do, both local and international. We don't do anyhow. That was why when Kanu was brought back to Nigeria, Nigeria set a trap for us. Not just us, ESN. They tried, they wanted IPOB leadership to bring ESN to do something. The leadership did not do anything. What did they do? They started invading community, started from Izombe. When they invaded community, these criminals, Simon Eberiman, their gang, they will start shouting, What is DOS doing? They should send our men to go and fight Nigerian army in our communities. They are taking the life of our people. That in alone is against ESN operational, what is it called? How is it put? How they operate or what they are for. What they are. It is not in their job of any kind. Unless the army come to protect cattle rearers in the bushes, then they will regard all of them as cattle rearers. Now, what was the target of the federal government? They promised the north, immediately they brought Nnamdi Kanu, the terrorists in the north, those that have entered from boundary, they started disturbing federal government and say, now you have arrested Nnamdi Kanu. We believe that the road is open now for us to enter the south. That was Fulani herdsmen. So the federal government say, cool down, let us bring them out from the bush. Now the next plan was to shoot in community so that they will, through their criminals, to pressure IPOB leadership to bring ESM from the bush to come and fight army, and immediately IPOB do that, they will command the terrorists to overrun our bushes. Akpani ono n'etiti okwu ga emetụ bọọlụ. Mgbe ndị ekperimatiri mgbu a nsilekwa na ndị achọkwa ka agba ya ono n'etiti na lekwe plan federal government. They want DOS to be angry and bring ESM from the bush. When they bring ESM from the bush to defend communities, Nigeria will use that avenue to massacre our people in communities, thereby commanding terrorists to overrun our bushes, so that when ESN will try to fall back to the bushes, their land, the bushes and forests have been overrun by terrorists. Then they will stand at the middle and they will deal with us. That is ononetiti. Middle game. Ịnọrọkwa ga emetụ bọọlụ otu a ka akara isi kụọ IPOB ọkwa na-akụ ha ịma na ụra nke a na-ama ihu n'azụ a na-ama ma n'akụkụ ama gị ya before ị na-achọ ka egwu ofu amala gị ụra for once once ofu ka ị ka na-achọ ego mmara gị n'anya o zuola ebe a niile ọha chọrọ ịma anyị na-eme leadership na onwe ha ahụla the thing na achọrọ ha nwa withdraw ya ESN. That is final. Ebukpo Fulani herdsmen na bushes. DOS agbachi ha nkịtị. Simon Hetuegide. Now we need men. We need to defend our communities. We need to defend our communities. As if Noji contact criminals, Dave Umahi has sent it to Imo. Even Joy Bokwe, when people are nominated to join the criminals in Imo. Jason Wike shifted those criminals in Imo. That's why they hijack Imo from the people to give Imo as a ground for criminalizing Biafra struggle. They extended to Anambra through Imo. They extended to the other places through Imo. The unknown government started under Uzodinma, right? And shifted to Ebonyi under Dave Umahi. And later they shifted everything to Imo. Dave Umahi sent his own. All they need is APC, whatever you do to blackmail IPOB, do it. So they brought Imo State. What is the other one? Ali Monguno. Immediately he has issue with the Gulag. He sent, they plan to send Gulag to Imo. When they send them, Ali Monguno, the then National Security Advisor who took the life of Gulag, he knows, he has A information, land information, even C information. He has intels. They sent Gulag so that they will not just take his life like that. They will use his life, his death, as a case against IPOB. They shifted him to Imo. Ali Monguno. Monguno, the then NSA to Buhari. Monguno took the life of Gulag. Monguno. Ali Monguno. Thank you. Thank you. I know Nnamdi in truth and in honesty. Look at the same guy take action. Hey, look at the people are coming. Look at the gentle ha Burundi Igbo na-arụ amị. Burundi Igbo na-arụ police. Ọwụ sọsọ Igbo ha ga-agba ụlọ ha ọkụ. isi m na mma m hụ mụ na onye ahụ ụbọchị echi na mma m ga-ekunyekwa m nri again ka m rie ma ahụ mụ na onye gburu ndị Igbo ọwụ m nwa mgbe m nwere keesi m na-anọ na detention na-arọ nrọ mee apịa n'ebe a na-ekpe my case m na-anọ na-edecide na my case all village case ndị niile nwụrụ anwụ na-anọ na-edecide my case ekpechara my case kpechaa ya discharge m before abịa discharge m na mmadụ ekpere ya for years egbukwere mmadụ m na-anọ na-edecide onye a ga-egbu m na-anọ ezie mmadụ ozi ezie na ozi ahụ erukwe na mmadụ ụtụtụ onye ahụ eziri ozi agawakwa ịga zie da compound ozi the other person onwe ụbọchị ndị okenye ahụ ziri ozi ụzọ abụọ na nrọ my case eze obodo etigide hapụ na onye a na nsogbu dịkwa a na-eche na egwuregwu ime ọya mere ndị a na-asị a ga-emekwe m nke a ga-eme m na-ele ha ọ gaghị esi m na-emente iwu na-edu m n'ụwa ịmụrụ filu na ọ nwere ndị kacha hens m na-emente ihe na-eche m n'ụwa nweghị ga-eme m ị ga-ahụ ihe ga-eme ma inwe such plan. Do you understand? Do you understand? So anọ m there kpechaa my case nye ndị a na-enye police me blame ndị a na-eblame ma onye lọta na-asị ndị ụka na-asị na anaghị ala ụwa onye lọtara m nwe onye mụrụ mmadụ niile nọ na compound ahụ ọ sị na ọ ga-egbucha mmadụ niile a na-ala ụwa na-ala ụwa ọga onye lọtara m ọ sị na ọ ya lọtara m na ọ ga-egbucha mmadụ niile anọ m na-eme meeting a na-akpọta m adị ya wee na nrọ ya ọ dị ka mmadụ emechaa ọpụta ihe my brother ha chọta m ka ha bịa zie m ozi ihe na-eme ma gwa ha na m dị aware so ka ị mara ụdị mmadụ m wawụ aga m eji maka Nnamdi Kanu mebie ya ihe a ngozi m onwe ihe ị ga-eme m onwe onye m ga-adịrị loya ma emebie ihe na-eche m kọsụ m chọrọ ime Nnamdi Kanu happy ma emebie ihe na-eche m n'ụwa ihe na-eche m ma ihe m na-ahụla n'ụwa ọ bido ha n'ime m agwaghị mgbe ọ ga-ebi ma agwaghị mgbe my problem na-ebi mụnwa ga-agwa ha sị gwa gị lee nke ị ga-eme hapụzie nke ọzọ lee mgbe ọ na-ebi mụnwa na-agwa gị gị bịa na-agwa m na o nwere na mme otu a ị na-agwa mme otu a mụ na gị sopụta ụwa ime iwu na-eche m ime ebe a gara tinye m na m agaghị eme ihe ọjọọ ime ebe a gara tinye ịma na onye ọbụla nwee ebe etinyere ya ịma ihe ndị na-eche m ị ga-eji enwere ọfịs ị ga-eji bịbịa convince mmadụ ịfụ laa my generation n'iyi una adị free ga na-enwe ọṅụ you can't. So otu m na-ekwu ya mma na-adị free m ji gwa ha ndị pastọ akpọrọla m o nwere pastọ mụ na ya na-eso aga ozi ọma o nweghị ihe a na-agwabe m talent mpụtakwa na chọọchị mpụta ma ọ crusade bịa ha asị akpọrọ gị okwu ya ọta mgbe na m agaghị eyuzu ihe a mee chọọchị m ga-adị iwu destin ịghọtara before o teela agwara mpam na nwa ya ga-eme anọ ihe dị otu o teela arị agwara ya right ihe a m na-ekwu na mpa anyị na-ekwu ya beta agwara ya na nke ya ga-aga fa na o nwere nwa ya nke ya ga-aga fa agwara my father na o nwere nwa ya nke ya ga-aga fa ya la ga-adozi obodo mpa ya bịa soro dozie obodo chia obodo right. So na-maintain ihe na-eche m gị nwa na-achọ ka m we have a caller, we have come to you. Welcome to the program. Good afternoon from here.
Hello?
Welcome to the program. Good afternoon from here.
Yeah, Mazi, thank you so much. May Elohim bless you. And and I think anyone got goes because in a metro is already. That's why your fight Chabi will not be active there. And the one thing I love your this program, but even the land, go to Defandon will definitely understand. So and when we got na no program and the what I have got. We have violent. And after all, we have gone through that process in 1966, 1967 to 70. And we know the loss. We know that the British government presently and the allies, even when you are owner of a particular thing, Then you know, you see now when we are not doing it. All right, so so we being the people that is in this that is in the scene, that is in the position, we know that the lives of our people are at stake. Our sovereignty is at stake. Our natural resources, our everything, we have everything to lose. So we have made up our mind and concluded that we want this freedom, but we want it in a peaceful way, which is very, very achievable. Look, let me tell you, it is only a very stupid man or a man with a motive, evil motive, that will come now and start making all these claims and all this order and all of those things. And one thing this we should know is that both Mazi and Kanu, you're not dealing with kings. But Mali said that you can fool some people sometimes. You cannot fool everybody all the time. Look, this struggle, they basically all Mazi, money made. The way this Rubu brand, the rest of them present issues. We have intellectuals here. We have people of every walks of life. So most of all these things are you people should know that you are not talking to kids. Do you know here made Nigerians as a Igbo, Biafrans, they walk to be
happy shop, happy business, happy shop, happy business, happy oro, Diego, ha.
So you should not just come and take our loyalty for granted. What this will have brought to us. I never enjoyed the stupidity of this since 2001 till date. We start deny us from other important things I was doing. I am around it. See, now even before they could understand it has caused so much damage. Look at the human mistake. Organ harvesting, destruction of businesses, owning of houses, properties, killing of pregnant women. Nah, man. No, just going to for once. Is it not? We are not harmful. I said that we follow this struggle in a peaceful way. And we know that the greatest enemy who we are channeling our every energy against is the Nigerian government and their allies. Nigeria has 1,001 problems to put them down. All we need to do is just to play the hyena role, which is what we have. They have taught. Only a man, if you cannot articulate on your own, if you don't have discerning mind to read issues, come and listen to Radio Biafra, so you will be educated. We are not. I know the ball. Their destination. Only Sokoto, only Zamfara, only Anambra, only Imo State. No, we all of us know that this is very strong. We know where we are headed. Even if this DOS do not say anything for 2 years, we already so all of this. I want to even ask Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, can he take all of these things that his siblings and him that he is doing? Okay, will he? Yeah, what now? Mazi Nnamdi Kanu now. One of the leaders of those people, we are supreme leader.
Oh, now he trolled too. He don't troll it. He don't troll it. I thought he trolled it.
Everybody, his family and everything. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu over there.
He cannot troll it.
That's the man I've got here and I know it's you soon. Only one I just we are more. Anyway, this whole of their stupidity is good because sometimes I even like it because it helps. After all, it costs us the lives of our problem, our brothers and our property to educate our people and to bring them. Every one thing in my hand, every one thing outside, you see that the people are no longer confused. They are calling them out for who they are.
Yes.
I'm in our chapter.
Yes.
So this their stupidity have helped to, although it comes with a lot of cost, but this second round is what we cannot take. In a autopilot, in a Sokoto DOS, go and do it on your own. I want a Biafran land. We cannot.
I won't do matter.
Killing again or any form of this thing. These people are just confused people. And I want Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to know is that we take you how we take you. We do all of these things for you. Doesn't mean that we don't know the actions to take. And moreover, the DOS that you're referring to and doing all of this, they overload you in this life. To God. Most of us that is here, we cannot take it. It may out of you, we may out of one thing or the other. So if these people have taken all of these zero things that is coming from Sokoto, you should applaud them and know that your coming acts depend on it. It's even you that taught us of how governments of the world operates. So you feel that they will, when you now destroy the US, destroy IPOB struggle, then have a hard you don't know how government works. What kind of mind that this man possess or no have? You see, even the kind of nuisance this man is causing. Even me say that is a lame man. I have already seen his end. I have already seen his beginning, and I've already seen everything that is. Why is he acting in this direction, for God's sake? Look, it is him that said it, and he's not saying it on his own. We ourselves that this year we know. Biafra, the sovereign state of Biafra will definitely and even the people who join devil conjoined together cannot stop it. We cannot make any mistake. The restoration of Biafra must come through us, and in this time, that is why we are taking our time. We cannot afford to make mistake because there will not be any other generation that will stand or do it or take all of what we have done. Or Mazi without no information of our place that will come and restore it for us. So it is now or never, and we must achieve this despite anything that they are throwing at us. And I thank God in this time, that is when we have people like China Samuel, even you, Jonathan, and the rest of them, and every one of us that have stand, we have lost so much, and there's no back to go to. In any way we can, we will achieve this. We must achieve this, but we must do it in truth and honesty. Elohim bless you.
Thank you.
Bless you, even the leadership.
Thank you. Thank you. Some people may come, they compare 2015 arrest and our fight for free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, 18 months. They compare it with 5 years. Now, let me explain a little because some people join now. In 2015, IPOB have never been on defense. We took the streets and Nigeria was not even taking Mazi Nnamdi Kanu as they took him. Though they made so many mistakes, Nigeria made mistakes which they corrected in 2021. We took the street, we protested, Nigeria came after our life, took our lives, kidnapped us. What did we do? We put Nigeria into defense. They never have their ground. Talk more of dealing with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. They were on defense. How? We use our people, they took their life as an exhibit, which was the main purpose, the main plan of Nigeria, to use our actions as an exhibit. They believe we will retaliate. But do you know what? We refuse to retaliate. Instead, that thing that our fathers have no access to, that is media, videoing. Please, the caller should wait. The caller should wait. Let me finish this place. Please, very important. This place, what the plan is, what our fathers was not able to do is media. They cannot report their matters. They cannot report Nigeria. Some of their messages was waged on the road. But this time around, we saw it as an opportunity in 2016, 2015, 2016, 2017. Mostly 2016. That we have to prove to the world that our father did not do it. Because Nigeria want to prove to the world that this was how their father did. Then IPOB was there to prove to the world that our father did not do it. It was challenge, what is it called? Game. Who will win? Now, we endured. They took our life. We videoed them. We posted it. We also filed it and sent to international community. This is what Nigeria wanted to send against us had we retaliated. So doing that, we put Nigeria into defense. Because in our fathers, they gave them allegation. But this one is not allegation. Nigeria acted it. We videoed it, pictured it, and sent it to international community. Nigeria was on defense. We did not do it. We did not kill. We did not do it. We did not abduct until the free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Because we know the game. This was why Nigeria watched IPOB again when they attacked the home of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. IPOB did not hear from Mazi Nnamdi Kanu from 2017 September till 2018 October. He reappeared in Israel. Now IPOB still believe in the Biafra struggle. Even as they did not hear from Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, only few leadership members knew. We stood like that. We didn't go into violence. If the leader can disappear and no violence, Nigeria now concluded that IPOB can never go into violence again. What do they do? In 2018, they took the matter of proscription to UK. UK said, go and get us evidence how you prescribe IPOB, or why we should support in proscription of IPOB. Now, Nigeria watched, and 2018, nothing to show, because IPOB did not go into violence because their leader was missing. Now, 2019, they keep planning, no way. So it was after prescribing IPOB 2017, Nigeria started looking for evidences from 2018, 2019, 2020. Now, they now established unknown government in 2020. Do you understand? To get their evidence. That is why conviction of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, all the charges have nothing to do with 2019, 2018, 2017, 2016, 2015, 2014, 2013, 2012. The reason is because there is no IPOB activity that can be used to prosecute terrorism charges. There's nothing. You cannot give him charges and you get anything from IPOB to prosecute it. It's impossible. What did Nigeria do? They plotted unknown gunmen. They now use their activities to try Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And again, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu used him hand to bring another one, NSAS. When he brought NSAS by himself, the people called Radio Biafra. Instead of him to allow them, he now responded and started directing them how to protest, even in a peaceful manner. He directed them to be peaceful, not to be violent. But at a time, he claimed the leader of Nigerian youths. He thereby implicated himself. Because you cannot control Nigerian youth. You don't know the extent they will go. You can control IPOB through units and zones, chain of command. But where can you follow and control Nigerian youth? You now by yourself took responsibilities of actions of Nigerian youth, as claiming every evening that he is now the leader of Nigerian youth. He thereby nailed himself and gave Nigeria a grant to prosecute him with NSAS. I mara ezigbo ihe ụmụ mmụọ na-agwa anyị okwu. Ịmara onye ebu maintain iwu na guide gị. Ma ndị ọrụ aka nwechara ndị agwụ mana n'ọrụ ha. Mgbe ọbụla o zuworo ohi n'ọrụ ahụ, enyere ya ngozi o ji abụọ ọgaranya. Dị ngozi apụọ, o bido zuzuwe force wazi onwe ya force. Ka ọ mata dị ọrụ. Mgbe ahụ ịlago. Ngozi ọbụla enyere gị nwere iwu na guide ya. Ịmata ya n'oge maintain iwu ya, onwe mgbe ị ga-ala n'iyi, onwe mgbe na ị ga-eji ha ba uru. So now, don't worry, I'm coming. So now, let me touch it. So now, Nigeria have discovered that IPOB cannot be violence. That was how we defeated them. Now, reaching in 2021, they now use Simon, knowing that IPOB cannot do it. When Simon was doing, he claimed to be IPOB. He claimed to be ESN. He even changed his name to ESN. Now, he later said he sacked DOS. The reason is because DOS will not accept violence. So, Nigeria don't want to see any people that will counter violence as an authority department. So, they told Simon to go on vote of no confidence, so that they make sure that every allegation against IPOB will be accepted, no counter. Because hence, DOS is there. Anybody that claims that IPOB do it, DOS will counter it. So they never wanted it. The whole fight is on DOS. Make sure they are not there, so that everything you do will be accepted by the world, no counter. So all their fight, both Simon and their gang, was on DOS. Because Nigeria knew that hence DOS is there, it will not work. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu shifted to Simon through his lawyers, knowing that, believing that, as he was convinced that it is only action that can free him. They used Simon. Even as he come out on court, he announced that anybody committing crime in my name, and the name of Biafra, cannot go scot-free. But finally, he said that everybody should come together automatically he nullified and countered his own stand. That is to say, he was only demonstrating. He didn't mean it. That is to say, he don't believe in self-determination as IPOB members believed. He believed in violence. He believed in action. That is why, even as he's broadcasting under self-determination, he gives order of action that implicates IPOB family members, put them in tension, put them in security risk, like Aba, like Enugu, right? Dragon, we declare Dragon Guinea. We raised Dragon flag because of Emene massacre, 23rd of August, 2020. In the school, it set up IPOB in Biafra land. That very announcement, when nothing was happening. All police stations in Aba must be brought down. It set up IPOB members. Tonight, Aba have disappointed me. Aba have disappointed me until he started receiving calls. He now became happy. What actually happened, that drug people came to either Bakassi or Shoe Plaza, shot a Biafran. Do you understand? No government was mandated to take action. Mazi Nnamdi came on Radio Biafra and said, bring down all police stations, burn it down. It actually put the people in Abia State in a very serious problem. We cover these things because we want to lift him high. That's why when he's in detention, we said we cannot be rolling in this kind of mistake again. Now you could not go do G. Kaime to go do. Osubamba, not gonna anyway the same order. Order and Koji remove Ozokome. The same order mistake, yeah. Koji sin Oga stand wrong way in a court. The same order mistake, yeah. Koji sin on a drop his defense. The same order. Koji name here and in a duto. Iya what I said, no kwano kai art it on your behalf. No to kwano na yuku. Lambu for the inner day made mistake. No to kwano. Ochokwa ka yin one outside no ko eno nanga na need there into mistake, into danger. Mu ano nanga ichena mu oh just ota Mike. Nke anako ndo ogwu, nke na-akwa egwu ogwu, nke ezagwa. Okwa onye ishi. Ọ nọ na-etu mmadụ aha no big man. No mara mma nwoke. Ọ hụtụbekwa ihe onye ahụ before. Chief Mike. Nke na-akụ akwa bụ onye ogwu, ị na-agwa ogwu. Asị na ị na-agwa ogwu, ị na-agwa yele. Ọ nakwa ahụ ụzọ, ọkwa onye isi na-edu ndị na-ahụ ụzọ. Okwuche ebe ịrụrụ klota na ego ị nwere ọhụtụbekwa ya anya. Ụlọ ịrụrụ no mansion ọhụtụbekwa ya anya, o kpukwuru isi. My brother onye ezi agụ Mike. Tahe Nnamdi Kanu chọrọ ịnọ na nga na-eme. Onye nọ na nga na-ahụ ụzọ. Mụnwa witness grow 4 years. Onye nọ na nga na-ahụ ụzọ. Onye nọ na nga dị weak. Onye nọ na nga dị completely. Or they complete. Do you understand? So now, we have defeated Nigerian government by putting them into defense from 2015 to 2017. 18 months, Mazi Nnamdi was in detention. We put Nigeria into defense. They keep defending themselves. Now, 2021, 2022, 2023, 2024, 2025, IPOB was on defense. Caused by who? Simon. Do you understand? When Simon started violence, Ibubago started doing violence, enforcing it at home. DSS started enforcing it at home. Army started enforcing it at home. In the name of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Simon will now take responsibility. His criminal will enforce it at home. Even people he don't know, they will do something and video it and post. Even something that is not supposed to be posted. You don't know it was army. You don't know it was DSS. All of them disguised and became ESN because a criminal claimed to be in charge of ESN. Because if it is IPOB and ESN that DOS is in charge, no DSS will impersonate them. Police cannot impersonate ESN, IPOB, that DOS is in charge. But they use the avenue Simon gave to them to be acting and impersonating ESN, and Simon, to be relevant, he took responsibilities of all, even things he has no knowledge of. To the extent that criminals started doing sit-at-home enforcement. Criminals, that is armed robbers, they started doing it, and Simon's name was going high. Even people he cannot control was doing this thing. Do you understand? They are worried. They are worried. How did you page a report to Gideon the other day, report to Gideon? Facebook are back again. Biabachikwa. Ndị mmadụ search agaghị ahụ. Maybe dokwa appeal. Ha anabatakwa. Ha anabatakwa. Ka m gaa to our caller, please. Yes, the caller. We have come to you. Your name and where you are calling us from. Welcome to the program.
Evangelist, I greet you, brother. Can you hear me?
Yes, very clear. Go ahead.
All right. Greetings to you, brother. Yes. This is the real message. Not only was the ended in
Thank you.
To reality. We thank you, brother. Everything we are doing, all a division of labor, and your field, you are doing well, guy. In our battle wing off, ma. The mother, as anyway, Hannah was encyclopedia. How we can convert get something like a library, I keep way at the special place so that and when some important information sitting as far as the struggle is concerned, IPOB, I'll be at that library, yeah, we can, no need of too much stress. And your page, the way they fight your page, it is a proof and evidence to prove that what we are doing is getting to the point. I don't know if you understand.
Yes, yes.
Do you remember when Simon immediately he emerged? There was one of his videos. I think he was sitting in a car, and he said that he will be the end of IPOB.
Yes.
That he will be the end of IPOB. And then somebody like me, I thought deeply into what into that particular statement that guy made, and remember then. He was seriously telling you that he's getting information direct from Nnamdi Kanu. You understand? And his brothers are working with him. Ijimako being the lawyer representing Nnamdi Kanu, he's working with Simon Eba. I began to ask myself, how did this guy mean that he would be the end of IPOB? And immediately he made that statement. As people that have been on social media for a long time, all of the whole set, as the group of people that are then know as the enemies of IPOB and then Nnamdi Kanu, all of them went to Simon Ekpa. They joined Simon Ekpa. Then that taught me something. I said, yes. Now, because why? The whole people they against IPOB for a long time. Now, the opportunity how you do that's important physically to fight IPOB. The truth behind Simon Ekpa immediately. And secondly, other people that have been attacking Nnamdi Kanu then that they don't like Nnamdi Kanu's ways of doing things, all of them also aligned to Simon Ekpa. And who are they fighting? DOS and IPOB. Then here we're going to do Nnamdi Kanu or Potrana. Because his brothers are the people not outside here. They are doing what we are seeing. Even the attack that we are giving our lawyer then, Barrister Fanny Jofo. All these things supposed to call to question to the mind of most of our people. Those actions then now into water discharged and acquitted. This same DOS, and I say Nnamdi Kanu dissolve. The same DOS, despite the negligence of Nnamdi Kanu and family, about his journey, what happened in Europe, South Africa, 2020, without the information of the DOS or IPOB family worldwide, even when you're the normal was not aware. But Muniama, Ejimako, they are weird. These things in Metra, even in my suspect, I'm one question I want our people to ask. If this thing if Nnamdi Kanu, I don't already to open on them, that's not I don't want this thing from beginning. Why? What you were by the time I did Nnamdi Kanu, because I know that I could have for 80 days or why would you open at that time on that critical condition? No, young one year work instruction to inform the IPOB and DOL. Why?
Okay, Mazi, the problem Cheno kam sagia. Je kam sagia Mazi, kam sakwa our people. The issue na ega ola akuna, ma wega engo goof, ma ona ega oshi ejidegi. Anaghị ezi family members ndị a na-ezi ozi friend. All friend ka ị ga-agwa na ejidere gị. Ịghọtago maka nwunye gị ama na ị na-aga ụlọ akwụna. Nwunye gị ama na ị na-azụrụ na ị na-aṅụ goof. Na-ezuru na ị na-ezu oshi. O ejide gị onye gara ije ọjọọ na wee jide ya ọ gaghị agwa ndị o kwesịrị ịgwa. Ịghọtago so ọwụ na ije Mazi Nnamdi genuine na Kenya na ọ gara Biafra issue ọ ga-adị proud even ọ ga-eti mkpu even ama m onye ọhụ he cannot cool down. Guilty conscience now suppress mmadụ. They believe in bribery. His journey to Kenya was not genuine. If it was for Biafra, Mazi Nnamdi can never go down in silence. He can never. He can never. On a mere with ego na yen in an ogebi. Hamagin ogebi. All would Biafra struggle can Mazi Nnamdi na Kenya. Oga he will raise alarm. He can never go down by silence. Thank you.
Somebody, a man who brag it because every one of his video, I looked up at that video recently. Thank you, my brother. I do put a video down recently. Video about Nnamdi Kanu na Bamba say that now. I told me you book where can people na agree and do no or kona ka ha ide le boy. O kuna video say na as the powerful man, as only ike n'ụwa, ịghọtago? And that's actually ibuchu ime ka chukwu guys God na ịghọtago dia you play that role and onye ọbụla ya chọrọ igbu ya egbuo ya onye a chọkwara na hapụ ndụ ya hapụ ndụ ya nwere over 2 million men behind him. So yeah, but this thing clocked my brain. I can't do it because he can't assume no maka Biafra, maka IPOB, maka freedom of our people going to regular the Jawa. We need you to a megi at that place. For 8 good days, the half nature na where I have but I am motor. And you can't Kanu 1 year who escort from London. They are weird, no in communication with the same people that are sharing. And the young one being a man who goes through like this. With this reckless utterances on them, there's a lot of our brothers me prison today. I get attack fight again. With that only in that position, with that power, or free, that is it. That is when you keep one year work I want to communicate or make a choice to pass that message to IPOP, that people who are Bamba who are or pass on that message. And now, after everything, they put that way down to Nigeria. The same people neglect without lawyers, without sons. George Gideon Nigeria, but you see Hanka, many the whole charges against him, stripe wire off, make him an innocent man, even before the court of Nigeria and the eyes of the whole world. And that man still agreed to his brothers and their lawyers, the same group of people only contesting about him near many before he brought it here. He worked with them and go back to the court. And today, on a life imprisonment. My brother, what did you make out of this? Can you see here and there?
There, one them. Thank you. So the issue that now, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu never intended to inform IPOB leadership. In short, he have cut off from IPOB just because he go from Radio Biafra to talk to the people. He now see himself that every other people is nothing. So over some months, he cut off from IPOB. He started running his things with his brothers and with his people he liked to contact. He can go to any place and appoint any woman and say, I am appointing you without consultation, without anything, without any screaming, according to IPOB way. He go to America, there, he established Omada. He got to America. He was there. He just only a phone call from Madame Oyibo, who gave IPOB $100,000. Mazi Nnamdi made her head of ESM Finance, in charge of ESM Finance, saying that somebody that gave such a huge amount of money have nothing to steal from ESM money. Just imagine. These are things he said on air. Right? Now, based on this, so many mistakes, he will meet you, hence you will talk well with him. He will use his power, one particular section of code of conduct, to give you office and appoint you. He don't care. The next one, he will go to radio and announce it. He disconnected from IPOB. He started discommunicating IPOB leadership. They only maintain their departments and the continents. He was completely off. Everybody remember that point. Ahunwa made a point. Ahunwa Yoka made a point. I have appointed you to be part of DOS. Obata. Otu aka ano Nelly Hanabata. Otu aka ano Madam Bridget ha. Otu aka ano Mado Anakbotande Mado. Without he follows the due process, because he now cut off from IPOB. He's no longer interested in leadership. He now sees himself as God. Nobody can talk to him. He can decide anything. He can go to any. If you give him money, he will appoint you. He started playing politics with IPOB positions and office. That was his confidence. As Aloy Jumako said, he purposely refused to tell IPOB leadership about his movement. Right? Ikele mo too much. Ma wuru the Bible, Chineke tie gị mmanwụ. According to Bible, as Ozugbo Nebukadneza say, "Nna ịmakwa onye mbụ. Ịmakwa onye mbụ, nna, look at me, look at my kingdom." Ọkwa ihe edere. I have power to kill anybody, Nebuchadnezzar. You know, ịma na ọ dọrọ asịrị a n'agha. So I can do anything. As no mgbe aka Chineke eji bịa for Nebuchadnezzar. Mgbe o claim wara. Ma chefuo nọ ndị mmadụ security ahụ. Ma chefuo nọ mmadụ gateman ya. Chefuo nọ ndị mmadụ na-agbara ya afa. Chefuo nọ ndị mmadụ na-ahụrụ ya ihe. Nebuchadnezzar neglect ya ndị a niile na-agbara ya afa. Ndị a niile na-ahụrụ ya ụzọ. Ndị a niile o ji mee M branch. Ndị a niile o ji say, "Hey, IPOB, we have the information. Under 5 minutes, I get the information." Mazi Nnamdi neglected everybody. Who's onwe ya si chi? Like in Nebuchadnezzar. He forgot the name with the Egyptian empire. From there, with the Nebuchadnezzar, that is Babylon. After Babylon, there was Medes and Persian. After Medes and Persian, we have Greece. After Greece, now American Roman. Roman religious and the civil authority. America is holding civil authority. Roman is holding religious authority. Two kingdoms ruling at once. But that is not where I want to touch. Let me return back. On one way can the Nebuchadnezzar. Okwa punishment today here. Okwa mmadụ na-agba afa. Okwa mmadụ na-ayọcha ihe ndị adị na Nebuchadnezzar na-amata ebe ndị iro si abịa. Okwa mmadụ mere organize ESN. Okwa zonal coordinator sign ESN sortie. Okwa coordinators wepụtara ezigbo volunteers. Okwa mmadụ gara chọpụta bush ESN nọ. Okwa ndị mmadụ kwa assign mụnwa na onwe m signere mụnwa when I was coordinator then assignere m ndị mmadụ shorty to be ESN. But onye bi ugbo ya sị Nnamdi Kanu form ESN. Nasi enyi i nwere brain problem. Omazam kan gara kila ya ọhịa ọkwa ịchọpụta ọhịa ya gwa IPOB. Ma Chinasa Nworu dị more active mgbe a na form ESN more than Nnamdi Kanu. Chinasa Nworu is only giving him report. Ma Chinasa Nworu nwere full details more than him. He works on report. He works on report. Ọrụ niile njikọ aka ọnụ rụọ. Ebe so na Nnamdi Kanu rụrụ ESN, na ya fọrọ ESN, na ya mere organize ESN. Ebe ka m nọ mara na brain unla n'iyi. I was IPOB. Hey, Nnamdi Kanu is the voice we had. Around Abagi, people had my voice. People had other people's voice. Not every place can voice Nnamdi Kanu. There are ones we convince them. If you did not convince people, if people did not hear your voice and join IPOB, people had my voice, not even 1,000, million I convinced into the struggle. No one you convince you doesn't make me it. More no one with a voice. I have voice already. People na bia chuta me here, obodo na chuta me here. E we go voice already. E preach we go Biafra before IPOB abia. I have to go myself preach we Biafra from my own. Preach my motto everywhere without hoping on anywhere. Ghana waiting trial Enugu. Preach Biafra for complete 3 years. Nnamdi Wazirika bata. Nnamdi abia no nka bata. Biafrans are in this movement. Within the Okenyeji ha. I preach Biafra before Wazirika na abiare. And I've got no way Biafra never. Oh, Jonathan released Wazirike. Wazirike on a detention. Jonathan and name announcement. Now Wazirike na ya na ege so aga Nike Lake Hotel. Back I no matter no Wazirike na ala. Na ya na ege so ga Nike Lake Hotel. And they release Wazirike. Kaya na Jonathan were ga Nike Lake Hotel. Here the only watch release Wazirike. Emechazi ejiri nwayo release when the otu Wazirike. Ben onwuka ga wele flag n'Okpara Square Enugu. Ejide ha kpokoro ha niile. With the only veterans ndị na-eso ụzọ ya, ndị okenye. Mụ na preach Biafra. Mụ na preach Biafra ka ese m na onyere m voice. I added my voice. I added my voice. I added my voice. I want to stagnant somebody. Na a move something. Mbata na ihe me move wete ihe nke m. Something achika aka ọnụ ruo. Asa aka Nnamdi Kanu Ruzeni ugba meze ugba. Me ya now ka ihuzie. Ebe ọ Nnamdi Kanu naanị ya. People no ga communicate n'ụwa. Ma ga there. Saria question. Mepe unit. Convince people to be IPOB. Atwa monthly dues yo na awa. Ya na ụmụnne ya na-eri. Ndị m convince me move kwe ga convince ndị ọzọ emecha ya ahụ to onwe ya si Chukwu ina agwa m na defend ọrụ m rụrụ gị nwa na-arụ ha ọrụ nọ na-ege sọsọ akọ na program na broadcast onye our leader today all the ụtọ na broadcast today all the powerful why na mụ nọ na-eche the mistake mụ na ha reason la mistake o me na broadcast Giwa Kanu na-asị na ọ dị ụtọ nwobụrụ oge ndị mmadụ akpọwa m nna ihe nke onye ndu kwuru ka ihe o mean mebido me analyze bido protect Nnamdi Kanu bido guide where from coordinators guide one people from ihe director kwuru guide one coordinators guide one members guide one individuals from ihe Nnamdi Kanu kwuru na radio guide cha gave ya here he gave me voice he gave every one of us voice inwe voice my father nwere voice emecha sị na nwe ya ga-anọchi ya enwe voice enwe voice nna maka na iwe onye ogbi iche na onye ọbụla wo deaf and dumb like you somebody wo ebe ọbụla ọ batara aga na-eche ka okwu ebe ọbụla m rutere a ga-achọ ka m kwuo okwu ebe ọbụla ma m ekwu okwu ndị mmadụ asị na gwa na anyị okwu na ịnọchala ebe a na-apụ na onwe ihe i kwuru asị m ndị mmadụ asị m gwa na anyị okwu ntị ha ọnụ ị na-ekwu okwu asị na chere biko chere gịsị na m enwe voice na agọzi m thank you anyị nwa planụ ESN ọrụ gị wụ na ọ gị nwa general commander ọkwa anyị nwa na-ediscipline ha here ọkwa anyị nwa ndị nọ here ọkwa anyị nwa na guide ha ọkwa anyị nwa na-enye ha ego moto ọkwa anyị nwa na-enye ha nri ọkwa anyị na-atụ ego na zonu lelee ndị nke anyị mere involve na ESN nye ha nri ọkwa anyị nwa na-anọ nwunye ha anyị atụọ nri nye nwunye ha Nnamdi Kanu from ESN betọ anyị nwa ndị ogbenye individual na-anọ na zonu si nna ka anyị na-enyetụ n'onye a ma ego a na-eke ha this ESN member ma ego ha kwesịrị iji gbo mkpa ha ihe dere ha ha tụkwa ego n'ime onwe ha. Nnamdi Kanu from ESN memba na-ere pure water na ha tụkwa ego ji enye ESN nri afọ m ESN ibi were mbọ ndị mmadụ niile nye ya ofu onye glory. IPOB nke m tara ahụ people edecham village ha ka nga mepe IPOB ka ị na-abịa isi m na onwe ihe m mere. I go and open your own. Come on, go and sit down. What's it so? Here already Afaruku call indigenous people of Afaruku. Here indigenous people of Biafra and Radio Biafra. Not first established by Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. It was established by our fathers. He cannot claim Radio Biafra. He cannot claim indigenous people of Biafra. He can claim indigenous people of Afaruku. After all, I don't believe in Biafra of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. How many Umuahia people are involved in his struggle? They keep looking at us. Anywashi, Abaga Mepecha IPOB and Umuahia. Till tomorrow, they never believe in Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's agitation. They knows their family. They knows how greedy the family is. Go and ask Umuahia people. No anointing from Mazi Nnamdi Kanu that can convince Umuahia people. They knows them. Anywa. Bulie yenu. Yasize na ewu idiot. Gochimundo Umuahia olewa IPOB. How many of them? How many of them believe in you? Or Kanunta ga convince her? The character of Kanunta, call Meme, ga convince people from Umuahia to join Nnamdi Kanu agitation. Show me. Anyị nwagara Umuahia chicha flyers. Anyị gara mecha local government coordinator echi from Aba. Mmadụ echi from Aba ga wuru local government coordinator na Umuahia. Na-aga coordinator Umuahia na-ehiwecha zone. Umuahia North, Umuahia South, local government chi na Aba emecha establish. Umuahia nọ ndị Abia Central. But ị ga na-ajụ Abia Central monwe ego monwe ndị ihe na-eme n'Umuahia. Agwaghị na onwe ihe na-eme n'Umuahia. Anyị gbachaa mbọ ndị Umuahia ghasa. Anyị abịakwakwa chịkọta ha ghasa. Why na ha ejibe maka Mazi Nnamdi Kanu wụrụ hardcore? Why na ndị Umuahia ejibe maka attitude of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and his sibling and their family? Otu ha she praise their family. Why na ndị Umuahia eji maka ha join ya the struggle? We continue. Ilezi ndị si obodo ọzọ bịa support oge ịkpọ ha idiot. Gaa kpọta ndị village, gaa kpọta ndị Umuahia ka ha bịa join ya struggle atụ ego anyị na-atụ. We continue. Ị ga-anọkwa ebe ị ga-abịakwa ige ya echi. Ị ga-abịakwa gee ya echi. Chekwe ka mkpọrọ gị nọmba. Ndị si ha kpọọ ọnwụ ndị na-eme ndị kanta ka mkpọrọ gị nọmba. Ka ị hapụ ị na-ezuzu na-agbagharị na comment section. Oya call now. +358 466 156 849. Anọzila na comment section na-ezogharị. Call now. Ka ndị village unu nụ aha gị. Ka ndị mmadụ mara onye bụ n'otu isi ekwu okwu ma ị dara ogbi. Ọwụ ị na-eme copy and paste. Ederu na ihe na WhatsApp group ebe a na-akwụ unu 15,000. Iru ha ala ị copy and paste. Any program ị hụrụ the same thing ka ị ga-copy paste. Ị copy and paste you screenshot. Or ị post na WhatsApp group were nye report na ịrụ ọrụ taa. Ị gakwa na another program paste the same thing ị copy. Ya ghọọ comment. Nonsense people. Call now ka anyị hụzie brain ushi gị n'isi ka ọ hapụ ịwụ copy and paste. Hụzie ka oshi na brain gị pụta now. If you think you are not doing copy and paste, say it now kam mgbarie brain gị ahụ na. Ọkwa metụsịra ha onye ọbụla gbachala ọsọ. Ha che nọọ na-asụ obo. Lee metụsịra na ole onye ọchọ ga-convince m. Onwenugo brokers ọ sụrụ bekee. o metu Atanugo ha na asro so sa akọ Simon ka ọma ole ihe Atanugo asị aka ọ maka Nigeria na Atanugo ya preachie Nigeria na ma o preachie about Biafra na ke ho ga-akọ na ke o nwere ike ịkọ na people na-enweghị image na-aga convince people ka Nnamdi Kanu chịkọtara ọnụ ịmaghị na ọ na-agwa ahụ ofe emetekwu garị onwe ndị awi prezident ndị mmadụ agba ọsọ ga-anọrọ onwe onye awi ime appointment n'obodo ndị mmadụ alawo yard ha ga-anọrọ Mazi Nnamdi Kanu mere Chinonso Nwachukwu appoint under Kanu nta instruction Abia steeti niile ala ga-anọrọ ala after 3 months ọmadụ gwara ha remove onye mebiri Abia Central the same Kanu nta mere appoint ọ na-arụ ọrụ Kanu nta na-akpọ ya na phone na-agwa ya ihe ọ ga-eme against Abia State coordinator instruction ọ na-emezi anyị nwa afọ lụrụ under senatorial affairs ọmụa mechara ga mee peace with the state asị mkpọtakwa onye ọzọ ebe Kanu nta nọ na control Chinonso Nwachukwu ọ na-eme insubordination against state ọ m gara steeti sị ya na-eme ya affect elotu ga-echitiri maka ofu ya na-atọfa ihe ya enwe ihe bịara na ga-agwa anyị mgbe ụfọdụ agwa Chinonso ya sị na ọ ga-eme because agba ya okwu enyi ọda ya ọkpọ Kanu nta enyi ọda ya ọkpọ Kanu nta emechakwa ewepụ ya ha agakwa Kanu nta ha gakwa tikwe na steeti coordinator trouble ebido asị ya na ọ ga-eme meeting coordinators bịa ha gwa ya na meeting ya ga-ehold ịma ndị a na-agbachari ọnụ ya amaghị Ipob ọ ga-ịtra ya anya ya mbe ga-ezigbo ihe hie na Biafra land agwa ọkwa coordinators gwa Chinonso na ọ ga-achị ha gwa ya ihe niile gwa ya na ọ ga-achị ha you can rule us after 3 months ọmadụ gwara ha ewepụ ya aga weta financial officer na zone were eme Ipob state coordinator Abia State ọ Kanu nta ihe ka ọ na-eme so many places ọ na-recommend the appointment for Ipob onye Mazi Nnamdi Kanu you may announce without following due proceedings mgbe onye ahụ mewe insubordination Kanu nta na control ya ma tari na-eme ha Kanu nta ga-edie gị to be insubordinate remove ya gwa gị you are not removed onye ndu have the final say don't worry onye ndu are you not aware of code of conduct onye ndu is the one that appoint remove and suspend no other person why you believe in them the foundation of insubordination ha pụta ha gwa gị discipline ha meghe chi n'azụ dear people insubordinate with the code of conduct ebe si I am the one that will appoint and remove they don't care about every other thing ihe ma appoint remove suspend expel give order come from onye ndu that's all they use it to suspend our Monday sit at home one particular section of code of conduct I am ready to suspend the office ebe onye oshi nwere ike bịa o use office onye ama bịa use office lawyer bịa use office onye ọbụla bịa use office sibling bịa were office mee announcement suspend and sit at home ihe ọ na-enwe right ya maka nwanne ya nwoke wụ leader we cannot manage such thing again thank you Kanu nta mee mmadụ appoint onye ahụ gbawara ewepụ ya Kanu nta ga-agbagharịgide sị gị have not been removed hey onye ndu ọda sọsọ ofu ebe ka ha na-eyuzu ha richa ego ikwu ha n'okwu echeta onye ga-eme appoint itu hala mkpu Nnamdi Kanu ewere that one portion of code of conduct were remove oge for what Chinonso Nwachukwu ọ gịnị mere anya sị na ndị mmadụ sị na ha ga-eso mechie wepụ ya otu ka ha na-eme Kanu nta ha gakwa mee mmadụ appoint na Ebonyi steeti chikwedi ebanyekwa Delta Ikechukwu ugwu ọha nọ na-ata ahụhụ ya otu ka ọ na-eme n'ala bekee ịdachie ya ego ya recommend ya gị to onye ndu the same Nigerian politics I am a friend with the brother of senator the senator brother I have his number No scrutiny. Hey, onye ndu will announce it on a merely announce. Onye ahụ gbawara superior ya kwuo. As onye ndu appointed him direct. Don't you know? This person now was appointed by onye ndu direct. Inukwa akụkọ. Ya mere o ji agbara. Ọ ga condone such nonsense again. Can't condone that nonsense. Abia mecha brokers ndị nọ na steeti ahụ ebido gbawa ọsọ. It state IPOB, peaceful people. I will announcement to ọnụ me ọnụ ogbogbo me claiming ihe na-adịghị real. Ma nwoke ma nwaanyị ebido mewe hiding. Ya wuru onye ndu se na radio. Eche no nwere ihe na-aga ime nwoke ihe a na-eme. Ọ just ka ndị nọ there nọ na problem. Ka police bido chọwa ha pick we ha. Epic abịa sị, hey, we had the police have picked one of us now. They are just moving now. Oh, give them an announcement. Oh, give them an announcement. It's every policeman you see kill. Oh, give them an announcement. It's your hand like the he set the guy up. He who madi claim you don't wear asichi. The guy man we in a set in the gonna hand and make him up. I have been over so zuariwa for that bola nwanyị ha. Ebido do achụ anya azụ time anyị ga-eji eme ihe anyị ebido zowe anya suspend wa agenda saiji bido zogodu gbawa ọsọ maka mmadụ kwuru okwu na redio iset anyị up ya ka anyị sị na ọ ga-emezi anyị nọ institution ọ ga-emezi. We continue. Abia mecha announcement anyị ebido ọsọ. Okay, a na-egbu ndị mmadụ n'obi Igbo. Nwe ihe ị ga-eme. Ibidola kwuwe ya dịka onwe ihe ị ga-eme. Get me the head of Nyeso Nwike. I'll give you how many million. Ọka jikwe power Rivers State. Why not teach another trick? Mba, he provoke kwuo ya more. Ya use good opportunity time nke o nwere metọp nke ọ na-eme. Gwa m ebe anyị nwere issue. Nnamdi Kanu mere broadcast to settle the matter. Gwa m ebe anyị nwere issue. Ọ ga-abịa nyewe order na-enweghị isi. Ndị na-ebe ahụ ebido tawa ahụ. Ebe state actors nọ. Ha ebido. Anyị ebido zụgharịwa. Gbachiwe shop anyị. Ọkwa Biafra ka nọ fa. I can work with so many war to fight. If you do but set I up with announcement, I get cool down. Can you take China intro? And you be the Zuare, find a Zuare 1 year, 6 months. And you be down Kwabakawaka. Obroga, why make off announcement? Hey, if you're able bodied man, leave your house now, go inside the bush. If you sleep your house in this night, you are not a man. Okay, na labeke. Mgbe ahụ nke ihe gọọmenti chọrọ ka polisi na amị chee maka ha believe na o nwere egbe iji aba n'ọhịa ọkwa ya isi ụtụtụ echi ga ahụ hilos na moto ndị amị abịazie video now we saw the zoo soldier crossing their armor. Ịnụghị announcement na radio ịnụghị announcement anọ ya butere amị owe osisi ka a gwara na a ga-egbu ya ọkwụrụ. Ịnụghị ya nọ mmadụ mere announcement na radio Biafra ịnụghị ya. It is surprise na ịhụrụ amị n'ụtụtụ. It is surprise na ịhụchara ihe amaụka m nọcha na strategic points because mmadụ si enter bush this night, don't sleep in your house. Nwanne ihe ndị ahụ dịkwa bad. Call now. Call. Let me call the studio. Call. Ezola here. Just call. Can I give the number? Maybe you are joining. Call and explain to us something many anya their way. And then when Kega come, I can apology date, apology ye. I am a child. On our make a time here. Ya work at all make a tune or una simpa. Now you could go do chere. Ni ha wo gwo na ndo chere na ya bia ceremony here chere action gị niile na-eti anyị na nsogbu. Chere nna anyị ukwu na-erugo ọrụ chịkọta anyị ọnụ. Chere iple ego nke gị. O nwere ndị nna nna anyị ọhụụ ha nwachọpụtara anyị obodo, nwere ndị ọha bịara kilia ya, nwere ndị ọha sụrụ ụzọ, nwere ndị nyere anyị ebe anyị ga-eme Market Square, nwere ndị chọpụtara anyị mmiri. Otu a ka ọ dị echi mezi obodo anyị ọwụ ofu onye ma ochere. Call the number +358 ka ịgwa anyị ihe ife ilu na enwere sense. Izogbo here na-akụ inyo rubbish. +358 466 156 849. Gaa jụọ metusira ha ma page ụmụaka. Bịa here now ka m nwere high intelligence lag n'iyi. Iche na egwuregwu. Pick one point, call us now and argue. Nke Wespo and Memi Hespo. Call now. Ka m gwa gị na mma ihe niile m na-ekwu here. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu ọ nọ here na-ege. Ọ nọ gị here before a gwara unu na onwe phone. Ma bịa kọwachara unu otu phone shi dị na nga ọ na-anọ ọjị. Ọ nọ gị here ugbu a na-ege. Ịnọkata izu ike. Right? Ihe anyị na-ekwu na the non-violence stand of IPOB remains what we stand. Those that have been identified with terrorism, with violence, can never come closer to IPOB. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu can carry them the same way he claimed to be now the leader of Nigerian youth. He's now leader of the same way he claimed it 2020 October, claiming to be leader of Nigerian youth. Let him claim leader of Gentle, leader of Autopilot and Liberation Army. As for us, I can never, for me to be agitator under Nnamdi Kanu, I work with Gentle, work with criminal, work with destroyers of Ubuli Hejofo, destroyers of Mnempi, destroyers of Amaruru, destroyers of Army Feke, destroyers of also as a whole, both Osumohu, both Osihi, also both Ihitenansa, both Idato North and South, destroyers of Umuaka, destroyers of Mbitoli, they shoot guns there, they destroy police station, destroyers of what is it called? Himembano, destroyer, that is the market of Umalumako. The criminals shot a helos there, and the army came and destroyed the market. They are the people that destroy it. They attracted the army. That is government way of working. Either they are the one that instigate it, or they use it to instigate it. They must have a reason to invade. So you that shot a helos and ran away, you are the key of their invasion of that community. Now, Obo, you shoot in Obo, you run away. They came there, they destroy something. You shoot in Akwakigwe, they came there, they destroyed. You shoot, you even kidnap people in Ako. You killed in, what is it called? Ihube. Killed in, Umulolo. Killed in Arondizogo. Killed in Werizikale. Killed in Umunze. Killed in Newi. Killed in Ihiala. You took lives. You never set a panel to go and see the communities I have mentioned and some other ones with not mentioned between Enugu and Ebonyi, middle between Nsukka and Ebonyi, then both Mbo, what is that? Their local government in Ebonyi. So many communities was affected by this criminality. Then these very communities are still bleeding, and we are agitating to restore Biafra so that they will not bleed. Then they are bleeding from the actions of people who destroyed them with the office of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, with the name of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, with Onyendu gave us ad, with Onyendu is commanding us, with Onyendu is leading us. They were killing our people. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu never debunked it. He came to the court and said, anybody committing crime in my name cannot go scot-free. Now he went from the back and tell Masina Senworu to bring the same criminals into ESN. Chinasa Nworu said no. He now went from the back again and gave command to Mazi to bring autopilot into IPOB. They said no. Somebody that made such statement in the court and went behind and work with the people that are doing the same thing. The person is a hypocrite. That is to say, he don't believe in self-determination that he claimed. Even as IPOB believe in self-determination and maintain it, their leader is against it because he will laugh at the front and support killers at the back. For Mazi to give order that all these people should be forgiven and brought together with IPOB, marched together with IPOB, he was fully involved. Therefore, he cannot deny them. So there must be a place where they are holding him. So he has no other option than to pardon them without sending delegates to these communities to see what these people are passing, without resolving issues of these communities. You are accepting those peoples that destroy these communities closer to you, and you are mandating us to accept them. We said no, no, no. We can't work with criminals. Oh, yawu crime Chinasa Nworu and Chike Dozo. Agula happen here ni na call yawu. Yawu na Mazi Nnamdi Kanu were involved in that criminality and he don't want to deny them. Hajia. Mwa ebe ha si jide ya. Mwa ebe ha si jide ya. He would have denied them. Oji, one particular section of code of conduct could join in with criminality. Ayajo, you see that onion do order. Or that code of conduct that say he has the power to appoint and to remove, to suspend, to do this. Immediately you told DOS to accept criminals. Automatically you have lost that ground. Onye men involved in criminality, now I have to go to face a trial. IPOB is still asking questions. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, that's why we suspend his office. He will be neutral and respond to us. He can't use authority and be responding. He can't. If he's in authority, he will be there removing people who ask questions. So his office is suspended so that he will respond to questions without any power. I got anapia that power. Ebo enjoy why Jimenka o power. Power any nenyeria. Chopoge. Why Jimenka o power? Chopoge. Why Jimenka o power? Umunni achoge. Oga. We suspend that office. Suspend it, can you wake a judge for what? How can it brokers corner end the end? Why you get that end? Why you get that end? I don't know, but end the Allah. How can we change no? Uchi who but I now code of conduct. The same place, so young one guy my point, so I get a move. All go like hammer. I pass a hago. The same people burani. Maka hatchron the kana bataha. So Hannah Mino anyway make a living stone, maybe Hannah fight the IPOB leadership because hatchron kana bataha. My fear won't be on your plan as a shop, yeah. Keba divert. I only do order. Only do have the power to appoint and to remove. Or go where you wig other a guy this get that position and napogia. Ndigina here make on leadership members. Ma iwu no tiri. Immediately cross the hamane he was a leader. Hana check it putabia kowa in order name toto gaga na order. Something they will keep putabia kowa. Kama me here. O n'anya gị ka iji kwuo ihe dị otu a ka ọnọ mmadụ ma ma kwuo ya si n'oge dio edewechara ya kpeta onye Nnamdi Kanu be na-emezi ka amata na ya kwuru ya dị afọ anya pụtazie ndị open si ya na ihe dị otu a dị bad maka before ha na-asị ka echere ka ọ pụta anyị edewe ya nọrọzi ugbu a na nga ọ ka nọ na-epuruvuru anyị na-enye anyị asọda na-agụrụ anyị asị iwu na anyị disobere ọdụ ya na ya nabataghị ndị oshi nwanne it is my time to expose those crimes. We continue. The same people say, when only do come out, we confirm from him. Oklahoma Bra say, DOS, you are sacked. The hypocrite. And we are not sure he's the one saying it. Ubi me chazele kwete no ya wadre. Ewepu mad. Ikwete no ya kwuru ndị ọzọ. Okwe hụrụ unu. Onaga ha nwe ezigbo ọnwụ. Now, why are you challenging a man in detention? Omra no na detention for freedom. Why would you hide there from you na Kenya? Oh no, got ezigbo ije for our freedom. He would have informed us. Okare egbagodara na Kenya. Okare emali elu. Okare make noise. Oga ezigbo ije. Oga ezigbo ije. Onye jide n'ụlọ akwụ na agwa ụmụnne ya. Ọ naghị agwa nwunye ma ọ gaa police. Onye gara ochie ejide ndị mmadụ ga-agwa ụmụnne ya na ejidekwere nwanne ya. Onye gara ịṅụ goofu ma ọ drọg ejide na-achọwa friends ka ọ gwa ọ naghị agwa ụmụnne ya. Aya wee ịhụnugo onye dara pool ebe ya na nwunye ya na-aka otochi daa pool. Ole si ma nwunye ọ na-agbakwa pool. Ọkwa ndị pool ibia ka ọ ga-agakwu gwa ha nọmba aka ọtụrụ game ya. Gwa m otu leader IPOB ga-eji nọrọ na torture 8 days ndị ma ụsọsọ nwa ụmụnne ya na lawyer. Ọgwanwu IPOB iji ya dị iche new. Maka iji ya dị the new na Nigeria ozugbo ejidere 2015 o mere ka anyị mata. Anyị bụ ụzọ na nsọ ya before Nigeria na nsọ ya the following day. Nke ahụ Nigeria mere announce IPOB anụ ya. Still we took our stand after healing ya nullify our stand. Ije ọ gara na-agwa anyị. Ije o deny anyị na ọ nọ torture. Ije ọ na-achọ ka anyị participate ya. Ka anyị mechara tinye onwe anyị ya na ụmụnne ya na-akwapụ anyị. Ha akwapụtigidela anyị ga tụọ ya nga pụta ihe ebe na-amachagharị na-agwa m na ọ na-enye ọda. A convict enwe power. A convict later the useless. A convicted terrorist dre later degra UN with address of prison custody Sokoto in a value ya. Ozugbo before mgbe ọ nọ na high commission ka ọ nwụrụ anwụ. Ihe ji convict ego ka ị hapụ inwe power. Onye atụrụ nga ihe a na-adọ election. Onye lara from awaiting trial. Talk more of onye Nigeria convict or terrorism. Gwa m no dere UN letter. An invalid letter. If you are convicted and your wife is a police or army, she will resign. Even if you are convicted 2 months or 1 month, a convict is a convict. Nwunye gị aga awụzi police ma ọ anything. Government work ị ga resign. But Nnamdi Kanu na convict ya nọrọ there sim na ọ na-enye power, na ọ na-enye order, na ọ remove mmadụ, na ọ na-eme nka. Ichene mgbe ahụ ị na-enye order ndị a, ịmabụ na ewu awaiting trial. Ịma na ewu awaiting trial 2015, 2016, 2017. Ewu convict. We can use your name and go anywhere. This time around, we can't take your name to everywhere. You have limited areas to take your name. You already have a statue Nigeria gave to you. We can only defend you with the statue of IPOB that DOS secured. You have no statue. You have no image presentable now as it stands. But lawyer ekwe ha gunu ana amachari gwa m na onye atụrụ nga dere letter degra UN ka mbido maliwe elu. Because now we fool. Mama gị na onye atụrụ nga enweghị right. Mama gị na atụgodo gị nga gị for 1 year gị nwụọ n'aka ga wụọ chen gị wụọ ili gị nga. Wụọ ya chen. Awọ ya chen nga gị zu atọpe ya. Mama gị na onye atụrụ nga na onye ahụ nwụọ n'ozu gọọmenti. Ọ only awaiting trial. Onye ụmụnne ya ga-abịa buru ozu ya. So how can onye nọ na such situation na-edelete degra UN onye a paralyze goro bịara na ọ na-enye m ọda na IPOB instead ị ga-cool down ka adọpụta gị ị na-egiri na ọgị nwawu Chineke. Ka ebe power nọ, ka ebe power onye convict nọ, ka ebe power ya nọ, ka ejimaka ha bịa ha na-eklemụrụ gị na-achọ iji ọfịs ya destroy IPOB. Ka ebe power onye atụrụ nga nọ, ka ebe power ya ma onye atụrụ ede convict is convict even a day. Ya wuzere appeal nke ọwụ Nigerian government na manage. Appeal that appeal courts judges can never manage. Who are you to manage federal government case? They handle the case, they convicted the case, and they will subdue you. They will give you condition for your freedom, and every of your appeal will come to the table of the federal government. They will look into it. They will tell the judges what to do in your appeal. You have no option than to obey their demands, or what is it called? Their condition. Oh, yeah, we have in Abaramba. Hanegiri. Hey, he must stand trial. He must stand. But you got 2015 ukwa waiting trial. 2016, 2017. He can work with ground. Imegide atọ gị nga anapụkwara gị ọtụtụ ground. Adịkwala agba sika na ị ka nwere that foundation. In which way such ground, your image adigo polluted. The image we have now is IPOB image. Uno ga-akpọta vid ka abịa dilute kwuo the image. The only small image anyị nwere. Image Nnamdi Kanu adịghị attractive by the world. He have been convicted. Hapụ ihe ụmụnne ya na-ekele mụrụ gị. Anyị ga-ekwu reality now. Ka o doo gị anya maka echi. Ihe anyị na-ade ekwu ya wee eziokwu anakwa m eme emotion. Ọkwa jụ onye mbụ. Ihe ote m chakwa gị ihe m nwere idea ya. Ejima ka ọ gwa m. Ya gwa m ma onye atụrụ nga ọka nwere valid power. Ị ga-adozi election. Anala gị citizenship gị na UK. Ozugbo atụrụ gị nga. So ịma gị. So ịma ihe Nigeria ji tụọ ya nga. Ka ị hapụ ị na-asịzi UK should intervene. Ọ ya mere ịnụ ụmụ anụ mpamasị. UK ya. We are lobbying in UK nacha. Gọọmenti na-arọshị ka atụọ gị nga ife na ha amaghị ihe. Why na-ahapụkwanụ gị ka trial continue? A na-ala gị citizenship. Ọ mgbe ịpụta ka UK ị ga-edo gị anya. Every day Nana say UK should do something. Ọ mgbe ahụ ka na waiting trial. We continue. I mecha unu ihe with the truth. In your next life, una stand there n'ihu unu na ndị mmadụ kpara. Ị mara na ọwụ mmadụ niile ka ị ga-shift to the flexible ka Nigerian politician. Ọwụ mmadụ niile dị ka Nigerian politician. After all, Tinubu, God have announced him. We have announced him. Let him be our president. We have to be behind him. Let us support Tinubu and move on. Iche no ha na-eme na IPOB. Iji ga-akpọta onye vid. Onye ndu have appointed him. Onye ndu have appointed him. Let us rally around them. They are the fourth administration. I nwere brain problem. In Agbara. Chira na run politics in Nigeria. He have won is that he have won. INEC have announced him winner. So let us be with him. We cannot do without president. After all, he's still our governor. Ambode is our governor. INEC have announced Ambode. You know, so we move forward and make our state better. Lagos State belongs to us, you know. So Nigeria belongs to us. Tinubu is our president. Let us support him to rule Nigeria. Rubbish! Rubbish. Onya vid. Support buku unu. Are you understanding? Thank you. Ọkwa ndị si ugbu a announce hala DOS ọrụ agụ. Only 2 weeks of our campaign. Kucha the truth. Ndị mmadụ slack wazie. Ndị a niile na-eme video ha. She go out. We don't like this thing, you people. Ọkwa the video async wala. Ahapụrụla emecha hapụrụ ya this few idiot na-enweghị face. Before idie ndị mmadụ n'obodo, ị ga-edie ndị nwere ezigbo aha ka a convince nwo people. Ịchịkọta talent nwere bad record mana Biafra land. Kedu onye ga-eso ya? Ọ na-awichi convince people, even ma ndị politician ha chọọ ịga ha chọọ ndị nwetụrụ good record. Ọ Metusela na-apịawa Christian azụ. Metusela si DOS ka egbue Sabo na Biafra land. No ya mere onye mmecha Sabo ọ dịkwa ndụ. Na-emewe ka ndị Ambazonia. You know, na Ambazonia na-egbu Sabo. DOS ajụkwa. Onwe ihe ọ na-ekwu gị DOS ajụ. Suggestion ya nwụrụ anwụ. Ndị a na-enweghị image ka a kpọtara Nnamdi Kanu. Nwanne, before ị na-ejigodo anụ ga-convince mmadụ. Start to gị kwesịrị convince mmadụ first. Start ọjị ụzọ Kalụ ha. Ọ na-convince nwa onye Igbo again. Ọwa ọjị ụzọ onwe ego. Ọkwa na Tinubu front cha ha onwe result ọ ga-enweta. onweghị statue. Solomon Egbo enweghị good statue. Onwe onye ga-convince m, onwe good image. Tarinemi enwe onye ga-convince m nke ọ na-ekwu ka anwụta. People iwe juru obi. Mmadụ bugu nke ya nwa the worst ka onye ga-convince m. Nwanne ị na-present ndị mmadụ present ndị ọ ga-wee legodo anya asị okay at least hence m hụrụ onye a let me follow. Kedu onye ị presentịrị ndị na-akpọ nwunye gị iyi to show you love ka reasonable people ga-abịa soro ndị before ime ha appoint ha ga-akpọ nwunye gị iyi ejiri ofe esiri nwunye gị mee ya appoint. Onye ọbụla akpọrọ nwunye Nnamdi Kanu iyi eme ya appoint. Ịkọ nwunye ọnụ emega appoint. Ihe ete nwunye ya emega appoint. Ndị a niile na-agbọchicha ihe a n'ọnụ ọ dịghị ka o nwere mgbe ha nwere ike convince people ndị na-enweghị truth ịjọsịrị n'ala onwe gị n'iyi. Ị ga-achọ ndị nwere imeji present ya ka ọ dịtụ ka a na-eme Solomon Egbo ka Abraham ele onye na-eprezent na-aga eme mmadụ attract gaa na kọntrị ebe ndị a nọ ha adịghị attractive. None of them is attractive. Onye mere DOS bịa ha apịcha ụfọdụ ndị ha nwetara ndị dị good bịa nwee ground na gọọmenti maka a na-agba otu a ndị ga-abanwu ọfiisi dị iche iche a ga-apịgide aka pịta onye nwa bekee ga-ahụ ma ọ bịa n'okwu amara na onye a nwee good record n'obodo ha nọ ya nwa na-edu IPOB ya ka a na-achọ. Ihe Nnamdi Kanu chọrọ ndị ọ ga-eji anapụtagoro Chike Dozie m before your hand lụọ ya ụtọ ọ chọrọ. But some of them chọrọ na o nwere ihe o ji gaa jụọ ejimakọ ma ụmụnne director ihe ọ gwara ha just get me men. After appointing them, I will use them to take power. Then, o mezie ihe dịrị ya. But ndị a na-amachara iche na onwe ihe ọ na-ewe ha, ọ ma na ede efu. Ọ ma na inwe good heart. You don't challenge him. Hence, Nnamdi Kanu ekwube ihe si ya but onye isi ihe adịghị good. He take you as an idiot. Ọ ma na gị na ya ga-arụkọ nwa ọrụ n'iwe fool. But ihe ọ chọrọ ime ka o were gị natagodo power. Ọ chọrọ iji bụ Simon na Radio Biafra. Ọjụ DOS akpa ya. O dịghị Simon for anything ọ ka ọ natagodo Radio Biafra first. The thing na work ha gwa ya mepenta Biafra work ya gwazi ụmụnne ya ha gwazie DOS ka short down Radio Biafra. DOS aje short ya down ya gwazie ha mepezie da Biafra radio ha emepe otu oshide anya anaghị atụ achị a ga-akọrọ otu oshi ime ma ọnọdụ eme ma anọghị dị ome maka ihe mere nu ga-akọwara gị otu ihe chi ime. Ị na-edere ịkpọ mmadụ na phone something ime gị follow your things ọ nwekwa retentive memory. Thank you. Gwa m otu people ga-eshare gị adịghị ebe ọ onye kọ nwunye gị ọnụ ime appoint. Onye kọ nwunye gị ọnụ ime appoint gị si na ndị bara uru ga-esoro unu na-akọ ihe enweghị isi. Solomon Egbo ha mawo Biafra gọọmenti in exile. Ịnụ gị Uche Mefọ ebe ọ joinere Simon Ekpa fundraising 2024 nke a na-akpọ Adadiora Mabito tiwe mkpu kpọọ Akparawa Mendie. What is Uche Mefọ doing in our fundraising? Duto gịnị? Adadiora amaghị position Uche Mefọ. Some of them are they started hearing Biafra government in homeland. Okay, de facto government in homeland. You know, when this thing happened, I asked them, how can you declare government in exile and declare de facto government in homeland? How? Should I tell you the reason? The reason is because there are two groups. And these two groups must be active as one. How? The Biafra de facto government of Dokuban Uche Mefọ was involved in Simon Ekpa activities. Therefore, he recognizes them, but in disguise, he told his idiot that it is a homeland. So, what they do is, Biafra government in exile and Biafra government homeland. One can run this, but he cannot because Dokuba and Co are involved. So that was why Uchemefo came as a representative in their meeting. But those who have no knowledge does not understand that Uchemefo represents homeland, de facto government homeland. Even as he claims he's outside, no, he knows what is happening. They are all doing homeland, de facto government. While Uchemefo is there attacking IPOB. While they are running the same criminality with the, Simon in disguise. Do you understand? So, that is it, and that is what we have. Program Etegakamna. Okum Nina Anuchala. Power Bank Koza Anyola. Power Bank Koza Anyo. N'inwe ọkụ ring light. Medical the same power bank by the ordinary ọkụ. Power bank awo jeje Mazi jeje man send them ya from UK le. Ọkwa ya wa ka m jizi gbazi instead of iji etinye ring light ọkụ ya ka m ka gbaziri na. Ọ Mazi ihe a oshi ala bekee sendera m here. O bucha solar power bank. Mazi jeje man. Ọ ya send them here amamo ebe 2 years now. M can use it. But power uses you okay. So that is it. But ọkụ ya mgbari na ga-enwugide chefu ordinary ọkụ ya m ji na ahụ ka na ọ ga-enwugide chefu ọgbasade ya. So that is it, and that is where we will be bringing. Yes, Solomon, Deputy Uchemefo, they launched de facto government in March 2020. March 2020. Thank you. 3 hours program. Chineke mere m ebere. Thank you. Thank you. And that is the end of this very program. From me, Fearless IPB Evangelist Mazi Marapchengwachuku, and from here, our homeland radio Biafra studio, it is good afternoon. Thank you. Kam dizi ha defense. Iga ahụ ma gozie nwe igwe ha n'ebe asị. Obere ogugbo ha emewe post iberibe. Maka onwere ihe ga-edefend here. Onye na-ga defend here. He get look stupid n'ihu ndị mmadụ. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Madam Maka, our sister. Thank you. Thank you.